Hey guys, welcome to Circle of Iron. Tonight we're going to be talking about Assault on Precinct 13, 1976, John Carpenter. This is one of my favorite movies of John Carpenter's. It's definitely top 5. I love it. So we're gonna dissect the crap out of it today. No ads. We're just gonna kind of get into it. I just want to give everybody updates on what's coming up. Tomorrow, of course, Sean and I, we're back for Earth's Mightiest Mondays. We got Thanos versus the real Captain Marvel, not the fake one. That's going to be pretty damn awesome. And we can see Thanos there saying, "You die." He's got a different color scheme, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. This is like the early appearances. A lot of great action with the Avengers, like charging and assembling and all that good stuff. So that's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, Earth's Mightiest Monday. Tuesday night, Terror Vision, one of my favorite movies, man. Dead Heat, Joe Piscopo, Treat Williams, and I guess a special appearance by Vincent Price and a few other actors. We're going to talk about this on Pete's channel, which is Wrestling with Horror. So make sure you're subscribed to Wrestling with Horror. That is the link to Wrestling with Horror is in the description of all of my videos, and I'll be co-hosting with him on that on Tuesday. So looking forward to Dead Heat. Wednesday in the War Room, this is the Action Elites channel. Make sure you're subscribed to the Action Elite. The link to the Action Elite is in the description of all my videos, so make sure you're subscribed to them. I will be a guest on their channel talking about True Lies. That's right. And I pointed this out last time, but I'm very happy with myself because I created this thumbnail. And I didn't add the grenade. The grenade was already there, and I just somehow placed it in such a great way that it's exploding behind the word war. And that was already there. I had put the explosion behind that previously. That's what we've been using for the thumbnail for the past few of these streams, and I just matched it perfectly. So I'm very happy with myself. So there you go. Friday, of course. Fantastic Fridays. Yes, every Friday, 4 issues of the Fantastic Four. I already read the top 2 with freaking Dragon Man. Hell yeah. You've got this biker guy coming in and all this weird stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking about this on Friday. So that'll be cool. And that's it. Let's give a shout out to the Super Friends. These are the channel members, so we thank them at the beginning of every stream. So a big thank you to Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark D, RR, Philip Story, Digger Jim, Quagnar, Just Joe, GT, and FK. We always thank Clobbering Times. I think Clobby would have liked this movie. I think he would have definitely liked this movie. I feel like this is like a Clobby movie. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely feels like one to me. So there you go. So thank you to all of the channel members. Appreciate you guys. Let's bring everybody in. We've got a pretty good lineup today of folks here. I don't have intros for everybody, so we're just gonna do the regulars first, and then we'll get the special guests on.
Hey,
Sean.
Vincent Price said no to nothing. So any offers, I'm in.
I'm in. Listen, I'm Vincent Price, and I'm in that movie.
Just film a bunch of random stuff for Hilarious House of Frankenstein. I'm in.
Oh man, he's great in that.
Awesome, yeah.
All right, so there's a lot of people, so I got to scroll to see everybody. So I almost couldn't find you. I was like, oh shit, where's Sean? It's like I've got about 2 seconds before his intro ends to find him. Okay, so now let me find the person for. Okay, we'll get Steven in here first because I still have his intro. So, hey, Steve.
Hey, J-Man. So Vincent Price is pissed off at Thriller because he didn't get royalties from it. Apparently.
You didn't get royalties, yeah.
Hey, there's that new Michael Jackson, some kind of movie coming out. It's called Michael.
Yeah. It's been in the making for years and years.
There's a play, Michael Jackson play.
Oh, well, I just saw the trailer for Michael, and I just saw the trailer for Fockham All. Have you seen that?
No,
it's
I don't know what that is.
It's Fock, F-A-C-K, Ham, space Hall. But it's a British thing. And it's it starts off with like the big guy shooting the pheasants or whatever. So they shoot the birds, like, good shot. And then the guy shoots another one, it's a good shot. And they shoot one, it's like a sheep or something falls out of the sky. They're like, oh, good shot. So it's like one of these super random, like, kind of Naked Gun style comedies. Yeah, it looks hilarious. My wife turned me on to that one. I was like, this looks really fun. It's all the British actors. It's like every British actor is in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Let's bring in. We'll use you for Charlie.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'll take Conan anytime.
Yeah, I had to make room. You can only have 100. You can only have 100 things, and I exhaust that like easily. So I had to take out, and I was like, I'll just take out Charlie's intro because he doesn't care anyways. So everyone's intro got axed. All right, let's bring it. So our other buddy Steve has been on for a while. One of you guys are gonna have to wear like a goatee or something. No, okay. So
Evil Steve.
because we've got Ross isn't here today, who's also a Steve. So there's the 3 Steves.
Yeah.
Like we can't cross the Steves. That's what I was saying. Excuse me, Egon. You said crossing the Steves was bad. You're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client. Okay. Anyways, so what do I use? Oh, I'll use Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. Everything's good. One extra thing about Vincent Price is he took a $20,000 flat fee because he thought it was going to be a one-off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and and they used it like in every episode. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't think it'd blow up.
All right, so I've got an intro for our special guest tonight, and it's from this movie, so it worked out perfectly. So we're going to give him the Napoleon Wilson, one of the best lines among many lines in this movie.
Can't argue with a confident man.
Owen, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
I
good,
was talking
thanks.
about Facum Hall there, and I realized I wasn't actually on the scene. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that trailer," and oh, nobody can hear me. Never mind.
Oh, well, the trailer's very fun. It looks very funny, right?
I watched it the other day. It looks great.
All right, so let's get. So far, Joe Dog I think is the only one. So we'll see if. Hold on a second. Let's show the chat. There you go. Joe Dog, what's going on here, man? Hey, how's it going? We're in the era of grief, of course. Jesus is coming back. Okay, yeah. You feel you're always stressed out, Joe Dog. Come on. You watched Frankenstein Netflix, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think Steve really enjoyed it as well.
Awesome.
Yep, I'll watch that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone else watch the Frankenstein?
I haven't had time.
Yeah. Everyone's watching the movies for this, right? So, all righty. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me get this queued up here. Boom. I have the soundtrack to this, which there wasn't enough songs to make a CD, so the soundtrack to this comes with it's called Halloween and Other John Carpenter tracks. So it gives you, it's basically like a compilation CD of his main themes, and then the entire Assault on Precinct 13 soundtrack, which there really is only like 4 tracks or something like that. Like I wouldn't say that there's a lot of music to this. This is his second film after this could be considered his first actual kind of film. The first one, you've got Dark Star, which is really like student film-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, budget is low as hell. This is low budget as well. It's called Assault on Precinct 13 from 1976. It's in the movie, within the film itself. It's Division 13. It's Precinct 9, Division 13. It's like, so it's wrong. So that's wrong. But then if you actually see, nobody knew that, like, like decades later, they're going to watch this on like a Blu-ray and pause everything. And if you look at the actual location, it says Precinct 14 on the actual building. So I don't know what the hell this is. It's like it's Precinct 9, Division 13, but the building says 14. But anyways, they're moving it in the movie. The story is that they're moving it. So I don't know. It's Assault on Precinct. I guess they thought 13 sounded like cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, 13. Oh, so that's like way better or whatever. All right. So, let's do. We got 6 of us tonight. Can we do like whose first time was watching this now? So we got Steve. That's it, right? So I'll say Steve and Steven. So Steve, this was your first time watching it based on me saying, hey, we're going to do this for Circle of Iron, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe let's leave Steve till the end then. Let's leave him till the end. Sean, when did you first see this? What's your relationship to the movie without going into like lots of detail, just like a quick breakdown?
I saw this as a teenager on some unscrambled cable channel thing. So I movie picks or something like that.
Right.
And I've always seen this as a horror movie. I don't really quite know where it fits in anything. I know it's supposed to be a thriller, but they make a blood oath, and then a lot can be made of that. So yeah, I think this is a cool ass, badass macho thing. It's pretty awesome, and it's from a time when this was commonplace, and now it's sort of refreshing to watch. So yeah, I always love movies when people like team up and stuff. I love that kind of
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
I was just saying that yesterday.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Steven. Did I show this to you, or did you see this before?
No, you showed it to me.
Yeah.
I never heard of it till I met you.
Right.
Obviously, my knowledge of Carpenter was more of the mainstream. My parents introduced me to Carpenter films, but it was all the horror stuff, right? It was The Thing and
Halloween and all that.
and all that. It wasn't Assault on Precinct 13. So I didn't know he made anything other than horror until you showed this to me. And watching it is a terrific film. It is, I think it's Rio Bravo.
It meets Night of the Living Dead.
It's Night of the Living Dead. It really is Night of the Living Dead.
I watched Rio Bravo after, and I own it after I saw this, and I thought, well,
a little boring, right?
Rio Bravo was definitely slow. First hour's pretty slow,
right?
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but like this is Night of the Living Dead. You have the African American protagonist. You got the person who sort of stumbles into the area with the other characters and doesn't say anything. It is a siege. You can look at Night of the Living Dead as a siege
for sure
movie as well. It is a genius film though. Like again, wonderfully scored by John Carpenter. Terrific tension, memorable characters. I loved on this viewing. I loved Lee.
She's awesome.
She is so awesome. She takes the gunshot off the arm and doesn't even flinch. Yeah. She's so focused on it. I forgot Nancy Loomis and Charles Cyphers were on two Halloween veterans.
Yeah.
And Nancy Loomis is basically the skeptic in the crowd. Every line she has, pretty much at the end, is like, "Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing this?" You know, it's that schmuck in role double Z who's probably thinking that, and the critic in the theater, and she ends up getting killed because of her skepticism. She doesn't partake in it, and she ends up being the first one killed of the core five. Tony Burton's in it. Love Tony Burton. Of course, he was Duke and Rocky. So it was cool to see him in this. But obviously, just a terrific film. I did forget, A, how short this film was. It's only 91 minutes. And B, the siege is really the second half of the movie. There's a lot of setup to get to it.
So we'll go through it in more details. Okay, so we're Charlie.
I saw this early on. Dad had sent me over with a blank videotape to my buddy's house that had satellite, and he had said, "I want these movies." And it was Christine, Assault on Precinct 13, and I want to say it was another John Carpenter. Might have been even Escape from New York, because Dad liked those movies, and he's like, "We can get them for free. Just give him the tape."
Right.
So it's when I first got to watch those. So I watched Assault on Precinct 13 early, completely forgot about it, and honestly, I didn't revisit this movie till the remake came out, and I watched the remake going, "Oh wow, that was actually pretty good." And I was like, "Well, I need to rewatch the original, see how close it was." Going, "Wow, that is not close at all."
They should have just called that new one something else, because it's so different that it may as well not even be a remake. Actually, Ghosts of Mars is a remake of Assault on Precinct 13. But anyway,
I mean, it's really close to it. So yeah, that's pretty much my quick history with it. I think I've only ever seen, this is like maybe my third time watching this original movie.
Okay. All right. So Steve, we'll come back to you. We'll save you to the end since you haven't seen it before. Owen, what's your experience with this one?
I've kind of always known about it. I don't remember the first time I actually watched this. It's one of those movies that's just always been part of my life. Like this, An Escape from New York, or just movies that I just grew up watching. So it was Big Trouble in Little China, Halloween, The Fog. Like John Carpenter, still pretty much my all-time favorite director. But yeah, it had been a few years since I had last watched it, so I'd forgotten about it, and it still holds up as well. So yeah, I'll look forward to going over a few points when we get to that.
Yeah, so we on Circle of Iron, we basically watch the movie and like it's basically commentary, but we'll chapter through kind of a thing. All right, so Steve, okay, so I messaged you. I was like, assault, let's do it. what happened? What'd you think?
It was great. It's not what I expected. But it's also like it's definitely a movie of its time where the pacing, it's definitely got Carpenter all over it, and I just enjoyed kind of like, I guess, a less sensational form of storytelling that this film has, where things just kind of play out and characters get their moments that then lead to other moments without having to have something, some sort of a set piece or something kind of kick stuff off. And it was also interesting seeing some of the actors, because like I think it's Kim Richards who plays the young girl.
Yeah.
So she's on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I, being a big Magnum fan, remember her from an episode in the 80s.
Nice.
Right? And I would have been 5 when this came out. So it would have missed me. But also with things like Fort Apache, the Bronx and stuff, I'm surprised I didn't roll back into this. But I guess I was too much into Star Wars and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I was -1 when this came out. So,
yeah.
But okay. So I saw this. So I babysat a couple of kids, my neighbors, and I'd show them all kinds of cool movies because I was the only person who knew what good stuff was in my entire family and pretty much in that entire neighborhood. So I would show them stuff, and then they called me once. They said, "Have you seen Assault on Precinct 13?" I was like, "Yeah, it's John Carpenter." No, I never saw it. And he had watched it off of like pay-per-view on his own because he's like, "Well, you keep showing us these John Carpenter movies." And this kid's like, 12 or something or 13. And he's like, "You keep showing us John Carpenter. I saw his name, so I watched this one." And he's like, "It's so awesome. You're going to really like it." I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Okay, I got to find this." So my grandfather, this before I had a car, there's a video store going out of business. So anytime a video store would go out of business, they'd have the going out of business sale, selling off all their tapes. So my grandfather drove me down to one, and I grabbed I think it was this. I'm a bit fuzzy because we did so many of these. I grabbed this and I think either They Live or Supergirl, like something like that. Like those three all kind of came around the same time. We may have gone to another store at the same day or whatever, but so I came back home and I watched Assault on Precinct 13. I loved it from that moment on that tape, and I've loved it ever since. It's just one of my favorites of his. I love it's definitely 2-act structure. Steve said, you got your first but everyone gets together. So let's take a closer look at it. So Assault on Precinct 13. This is the movie credits, right? Where John Carpenter did this for a long time. Full black screen with one color credit, just the name with music over top. With New York, he did it. With Halloween. Halloween was a little bit more creative because there was the pumpkin and stuff. I think The Fog probably did this. I think Thing probably did it. I think Christine probably did it. I don't remember if Christine did it with just the blue font or whatever it was. So I like this font or not font. I like this format of black screen credits with some cool music. It gets you into it. It got rid. This is the post overture. They don't do overtures anymore. So this was your compromise. You got kind of just a score with getting into the movie. So now you're slowly getting into movie mode. I know movies now do the TV style credits where the credits are sometimes going over top of the footage that you're watching, but I always preferred this style. Anyway, so yeah, Charles Cypher, Nancy Loomis. Nancy Loomis is speed kills. It's this is before Halloween, right? So
yeah.
The year before was Halloween 78. I say
78.
So a couple of years.
Did you see the editor, John Chance? That is a pseudonym for John Carpenter.
Oh, John Carpenter, yeah.
He would pseudonym John T. Chance he didn't want to give himself credit as the editor.
So at 3:10 in the morning, I'm usually asleep. I'm not gathering together stolen weapons, only to get shot by the
Why
cop.
not?
Well, these guys got their asses handed to them, really. First of all, you're walking around in this very confined area, so you're just looking to get shot down, and the cops just come and just basically obliterate them. I mean, you can make right off the bat, you're like, okay, this is going to be a violent movie. It's no holds barred, and the cops themselves, you can interpret, are they just gunning them down without any sort of like warning or anything? They do give them some warning, but they've got the high ground and these guys are screwed. But I don't know. I think the point is that the gang is so crazy that they won't give up. Like clearly this gang was dead, but they didn't want to give up to the cops because that's your setting of this movie. The gang doesn't care. The Cholo, we mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
They have zero ambition other than to just cause chaos and destruction. They basically are zombies.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they're smarter than zombies, I guess, but not really. They're probably not as smart as zombies. We'll unpack that as we go through. But any thoughts on this opening sequence?
I don't think it put the cops in a very good light right off the bat. It actually made me, when I rewatched it again, I rewatched it like literally before the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching this, I'm like, it doesn't put the cops in a good light because what are the criminals really doing? They're walking through an alleyway. The cops have the high ground, to your point. This is a killing box. This is a kill box. The criminals have zero ability to fight back, and the cops brutally kill them. And for the first, I'd say about 20-ish minutes until they shoot the little girl, the cops, there's a lot of things pointing that the cops are actually as much villains in this movie as the gang members.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, FK, how's it going? Our super friend FK is here. How's it going, dude? Thanks. So if you listen to the radio background, the gang got their hands on lots of machine guns and weaponry, and the cops tried to like come and pin them down. They did give them warning. I'm thinking that the cops have to, it's sort of like this, well, the cops got to up their game and they're not taking any chances, right? So it's tough because it's very difficult in this shot, and I don't know if John Carpenter did this on purpose, to tell if they've already banded together. Mm-hmm. I know that they band together. I feel like they were already banding together. So the point of this is that all of the racial gang, it's divided by race, but they come together as one super gang. So the Cyrus, it's actually Cyrus's plan, right? From Warriors. It is actually Cyrus's plan. So they come together. Now they never do the Cholo. They do the Cholo because of this attack. Right. But I think they were already together because they already had the weapons in that base but the cops. So we're not sure about the cops. They could just be like, they'll shoot anybody because they're at their wit's end and they're just done. We'll see Bishop momentarily, and we can tell right away, just the way he's acting, that he's going to be a good cop. Just in the way his mannerisms are and the way he's talking. Any other points anyone wants to make on this, or should we move on?
Not really, just it's a real attention grabbing.
Yeah.
I think if you see it, you're like, oh, holy shit. It's because it's been a few years since I last watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, oh, that's really a brutal opening scene. It kind of just sets the tone perfectly at the start. So, no, it's a great opening scene.
Yeah. I think the only thing I'll say, I'm not going to keep referring this to the new one, but just because what Steve said with you don't know if the cops are in on it or not, that's kind of what they play up in the remake.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The cops are now actually the villains in it.
Right.
But maybe they're even playing with a little bit of that ambiguity when they did the remake, going, you know what? It did kind of feel like the cops were pieces of shit. What if it had been the cops, causing a lot of this chaos? So that was kind of interesting. I didn't even think about that till Steve brought that up. So
and during this era too, we had like French Connection, Serpico. So and then you came out of the civil rights movement and stuff. So the distrust of society and power structures were totally there. And it wasn't like the white hat days of like the John Wayne movies where like the law was above reproach. So if you use this as analogous to like a zombie movie, society's already breaking down. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how do you maintain your sense of morality when things are already kind of like going off the wheel? You know?
This is why Bishop's character is so important in this movie. And his name is Bishop, which is great too. Yeah.
Right.
Which that's not an accident. I love Napoleon, the name, the Napoleon. All of the names are really good. Okay, so let's move on. There's the guns. Here's the Cholo. Now this is the guy you'll recognize from
him immediately.
New York.
Yep.
Yeah.
Romero was his name in
Romero.
from New York. Yeah.
Yeah. If you kill me, he dies. If you're not near in 15 seconds, he dies.
Watching
like,
it today, you're just waiting for him to go, that's all I'm waiting for him to do the entire time.
Yeah, he's in there. Now, this guy disappears. I don't think this guy was full in on the Cholo because he does not appear later on in the thing. I was like, wait a minute, where's that guy? Typical, This guy comes in all hot and heavy. Yeah, Cholo, I'm in. And then he's like, I just got to check out what's going on in the back here. And then he just kind of backs away and he's gone.
Because these other guys are definitely here. I think this is the right amount of guys. I'll hang back. Call me if you need me. I'll be right back here.
Yeah, you guys are good. You don't really need me. So they do the Cholo here in their Tupperware or whatever, their cereal bowl or whatever.
Now, the gang has no dialogue. There's no dialogue amongst any member of the gang through the movie.
Yeah.
I was going to say that is that after something happens to the blonde guy, I won't say it yet, but after that, they all just become faceless. Then, it's just, like you said, zombies, and there's no personalities and whatever. They're just monsters that need to be wiped out, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
And I think it works good too that way because when the white guy does fight it, he is the one that's drawing your attention the most. And then all of a sudden, with him gone, like Owen's saying, it's like they're all just kind of the same person, the same like being out there. There's no personality to any of them.
Yeah.
Hive mind. That's a great way to look at it.
All right. Okay. So Bishop introduced, you got like pretty decent looking area house, right? So he's kind of like your shining example of a police officer. Now he's just starting.
Yeah.
Tonight's his first real shift. That's important. He hasn't been corrupted yet by the system or the society that they're in. He's an outsider. He's driving into the mayhem. He's in an unmarked car.
Yeah, everything's like light right here. It's all bright. It's vibrant. It's like, it's good guy. Whenever you're looking at it.
Yeah. But again, you can see if you look at that background, you can see like the staining on there. You can see that it is starting to get corrupted. And there's a big theme throughout this film. It goes on with what Steve was saying for sure. But there was also a real play to take down how we have always viewed Hollywood. If you think about movies like Chinatown, where it's literally taken the underseat and the underbelly of LA and the glitz and the glamour. And this movie especially shows, the rougher parts. It's in Anderson, which is a ghetto. And it just literally is showing like how, Los Angeles itself is starting to, break apart. And it's weird for a movie like this to show Los Angeles in this light. Like, it's not Rodeo Drive. It's not the La Brea Tar Pits and all the things, like Grauman's Chinese Theater. It's the grimy underbelly. And you start to see that more and more in the 70s with their films.
Did we lose?
Huh?
Okay.
What?
You cut out on me there. I didn't hear you.
Oh.
Okay.
We were waiting on our leader, James.
Oh, sorry. I thought I for some reason it felt like Steve got cut off. I didn't hear what he said. That was weird. Okay. All right. So anyways, we're setting the pieces in play, right? So there's the cop attack. Yeah. The guys are pissed off. They do the Cholo, the blood oath. Now we see our main guy, Bishop. Now we're going to meet our secondary guys. This is the warden trends. There's ciphers right there. The warden's a dick. So again, we definitely have evidence that the warden is a dick. He's beating up the prisoners and stuff like that, obviously. Got a great zoom in here of Napoleon Wilson. Now he's in the fog, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Darwin Johnston or whatever.
Yeah.
Jostin. I think he was in the fog.
I think so.
And he's awesome here. It's like, I don't sit in chairs as good as I used to. That is a great line. Gotta smoke, keeps asking everybody for a smoke. Yeah. That's definitely a John Carpenter thing. Like, like Snake's always looking for smokes. Like all these guys are looking for smokes. So that's obviously very cool. So we don't really know what he did. The theme of this movie is that everyone has different kinds of information. Their pasts don't exist. I like movies where only the present matters. Like the past of each character doesn't really affect. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, he maybe Napoleon Wilson, he killed those men. Literally, the only thing we get in the bus ride is, why did you kill those men? And that's the only thing we know. We don't know how he killed them, why. He doesn't give an answer. He doesn't even say why his nickname is Napoleon. That's never answered. What does Bishop carve in the desk as a child? Even just casual dialogue, that's never answered. You should never run from two things. That's never answered, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, his name, which is played on through, but this movie feels like they just dropped the audience in. This is any day you're dropped in. It kind of breaks the norm of movies to cinema, where you're set up for everything, you're told everything that they want you to know. This one, the audience is just sitting there going, wait, is there something I'm supposed, like, is this a sequel? Like, is there Assault on Precinct 12 I should have watched? I don't like, there's a bit of uneasiness when you're watching this going, what's happening? But then you're pulled in so quickly in just the comings and goings of this movie. It's a John Carpenter thing. It's brilliant the way he can just kind of subvert what you think is normal for Hollywood, and then just go and still make it a masterpiece, and then have all the audience go, the fuck was that? And it still kind of fail, and then later it becomes a cult classic. So that's the curse of John Carpenter right there.
And really, Charlie, everyone loves the hooker with the heart of gold, and Napoleon Wilson does prove to be the hooker with the heart of gold. Right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He could have murdered babies beforehand. Yeah. We didn't know, so we don't care at the end of this movie. We want him to go free. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't see what that's the Hannibal versus Buffalo Bill. Hannibal's way worse of a villain, but we never see any of his crimes, and he's a cool character. Where we see Bill doing these horrendous things, so he seems like a worse villain, but Hannibal's way worse, right? Yeah. Like if we take what the character actually is and think about it, right? Anyways, I love the sick guy has no name. It's just like we got Wells. We do get Wells.
Yeah.
I love, he goes, look at you getting all this VIP treatment here. They let me walk around free. almost free.
So good.
It's like, sure could use a smoke. All right. So here's where Napoleon gets a little bit of mini revenge. It's not like they can do anything to him. He's already going to, be chained up, go to death row or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he does trip the warden up. A man should always tell the truth. Even a little white lie can sometimes trip a man up.
Yeah,
trips the warden. That was fun. I don't know if I could freeze frame. Oh yeah, it's just about to happen. Yeah, well,
there you go.
There's he doesn't stand up as good as he used to.
Yeah. And again, you have the thing where the police are bad. Like that warden is taking advantage, and he's stupid too. He allows Napoleon to trip him up. So
right. All right. So our next set. So what's the timestamp on here? About 13 minutes and 14 minutes in, we get our next set of characters. So this movie is weird because you keep getting introduced to new characters every few minutes, and you're like, I think what might lose people is wait. There's 3 prisoners. There's like 3 or 4 guards. There's ciphers. There's the cop that we saw. Okay. So and now we got these 2 people, plus there's the gang. And you're like, I think, Charlie, you're saying it's like conventional movie. You're like, okay, I've got to remember all of these people because these people are going to be characters, are going to be important. I don't think it's yet determined who the main character is yet. Like you might think, well, we're following Bishop. Okay. So we're following Bishop on his first day. I guess we're going to follow him and he's the main character. And then it's like, he's gone, and he's gone for a while because it's cutting back. You're like, oh, now it's like, oh, are these prisoners? Is this guy the main guy? Cause they zoomed in on him. Okay. Maybe he's the main guy.
Yeah. He's got the cool dialogue. We're chuckling with him.
Right.
There's a whole big, like you said, dialogue going on. So now you're like, you've almost forgot about Bishop, and then all of a sudden when he pops back up and now you get dropped into this, and you're like, oh, okay, wait, now what am I doing here? This isn't a prisoner and cop. What's this dad and daughter driving around looking for directions? And the dad, which is going to come up doesn't want to talk to the cops. I think that goes right back to what Steven said.
Yeah.
Are the cops bad in this movie?
Yeah.
You know, are they throwing like a red herring at you? Because that's not a criminal as far as we know. I mean, there's no way to know, but he's like, I ain't talking to no fucking cop. I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But you also don't know what the situation is yet, because other than the title and the poster, but but it's like, what's this assault like? This is where the incident starts. But even then, they're jump cutting.
They're still jump cutting, so you're totally. So let's go. We'll start with Owen. When if you can remember this might be really difficult to remember. Steve can answer this easier. Owen, when you first saw this, do you remember like thinking, "Oh, there's this little kid," and when the inevitable scene pops up where she gets the ice cream from hell? Did you even think in your mind that would happen in this movie, or were you shocked?
So even now, watching the movie, it's a shock because you rarely see. Can I just mention it? Or can I?
Sure.
You rarely see a child getting just shot on screen like that and falling back. And anytime I watch it now, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that, because it's like the worst possible type of violence is like towards like a child or an animal or a woman or whatever. Mm-hmm. But just like an innocent little girl getting ice cream, I mean, it doesn't get more evil than the bad guy just shooting her like that, and then he doesn't even like look at her, just like, and then just like walks away because it means nothing. So it's still a super shocking scene, and the first time I saw it, I couldn't believe it.
And it happens in camera. Like it's not like the camera pans away and you see the girl fall down and you hear the gunshot, she falls. It's like POV from the one guy, boom, blood splatter. You're like, the fuck.
Let's say hello to our co-host on Earth's Mightiest Mondays, Classic Comics. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Kim Richards is Escape from. Oh yeah, I haven't seen those. There's a couple. I think I own those. I think my wife owned those. I haven't watched those. She's
got the same exact haircut she had.
It's got
the bang cut going across the top.
All right, I want to ask Steve. Steve, what when you saw this for the first time, whatever, 48 hours ago or whatever it was, what the hell? When you're like, okay, then you got this kid and dad, okay, it's all good. Go. We got to go to Aunt Edna's or whatever the hell their name is, and then it's like, oh, she just got smoked. Were you like shocked at that? Because I didn't give that away. I don't think.
No, there was definitely an oh damn reaction to it. And you're right, it's pretty visceral, and I think what its main thing is to set the tone, right? It's just to set the tone of, because there's not a lot of stuff to inform you of like, what is this world?
Yeah.
And just to show you how soulless and the hive mind mentality that was mentioned before, that, there are no real kind of like thoughts about consequences of actions. But everyone's on edge. The ice cream man's on edge. He had a piece by the, I guess the gear shift and stuff. So, and then there was, just the modern me is like, damn, if they had a cell phone, this would never even have happened kind of thing. Because it was the stopping to make the phone call.
Yes.
Then like, so there's a lot. The one thing I liked about this film is like, there's a ton of like real world kind of incidences that are just building the blocks for the next piece of action. Where it's like, everyday slice of life thing. Hey, can I get ice cream? Yeah, sure, kid, whatever, go get it. And then tragedy ensues. And it also shows you how like how easy it is to become a victim in a society where there are no laws.
Yeah.
The randomness of it. Like
randomness of it. Yeah, you stop for directions and grab an ice cream.
Yeah.
Charlie or whoever was on this panel, because we've done a few of these now. Who was the person who I think it was the TMN? Oh, you know who it was? It was RR during TMNT, where he said, "It's because this happens. Because this happens." Was that was RR, right? Yeah,
that was RR talking about the instead of R and then it was because.
Yeah. Isn't this a masterpiece of because? Like because the gang was shot in the beginning, so because they stole the guns. The cops shot them, and because the cops shot them, they did a cholo and going to attack the city. Because they did the cholo to do that, they randomly attacked that ice cream guy, and because she was getting ice cream, because he stopped for directions, she got ice cream, and because she got ice cream, she got shot. Because she got shot, he goes after the guy and shoots them, and because he shoots them, they go after him, and because he runs into the police, it's beautiful. There's not that and then, because that's just like fake movie plot stuff. Oh, and then this happens because the plot wants it to. Go ahead, Steve. I see you're
And
not
there's
in.
also one thing that shocked me, and I know we're going to get to it, but was the dad's reaction after his daughter died.
Yeah.
There was no, I'm going to take the body with me. It was flipping straight to revenge.
Yes.
That I think was just as shocking, right? Where he basically was on a mission to get these guys.
That's another thing where you just feel like everyone's in survival mode in this world.
It's
like,
all control. Yeah.
J-Man, just to break it down even further, it was she got ice cream because she got the wrong flavor.
Yes.
It had to go back. So it's like
you're
broke
right.
it even further down to what causes everything to happen. And it breaks down to the dad. You know, they shoot the ice cream guy 3 or 4 times, but he's still alive. To tell the dad there's a piece in the dash. The dad goes to grab it. Dad's just in adrenaline mode. But as a dad, I'm sitting there going, as I would be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be furious. I'd want to kill him, but I can't leave my kid laying on the side of the fucking road. You know, I'd at least take that moment to put him in the car.
Yeah.
You know, and then do what I can. But there's now this feeling of, fuck, we're going to do it again. He doesn't trust the cops already. He doesn't trust the cops enough to call the cops.
Yeah, good job. Yes, you're right.
Other than he does go to the precinct, but that's also immediately safe haven. That's a survival tactic.
Yeah, so, that's subconscious. He just ran for it, right?
Yeah.
And well, we'll get to all of the great Bishop lines once we get there, because Bishop is a true hero, but we'll get to all of that. So here's the gang trying to decide what kind of violence, because and you see that guy's not there.
Yeah.
He's gone. I laugh at this. It's right before this. I laugh at this scene because everybody's like getting their little guns ready. You know, they're loading up the bullets. Everyone's got these smaller pistols. And then old boy in the back just has his hands below camera.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, boom, this fucking machine gun pops up in camera. Yeah. No one else responds to it, but as me, I'm going, oh shit. He's like, I have this. You know, just the bigger gun. That's how serious we are about it.
You also have to give a shout out to the guy's awesome hair and beard in the backseat, though.
Oh my god, yeah.
Super beard.
Yeah, good job. All right, there's Ethan Bishop. Now we're going to try to pause and see the name of this precinct. This is, it's just right out of shot there. Hold on. I'm not going to be able to get it on this shot. We'll see again. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, it's just out of shot, you bastards. Well, this is the John Carpenter establishing all of your chess pieces. Now things are happening. There's movement, but we're not there yet. We're not Act 2 yet, but okay. So now he's at the precinct. So you're like, okay, it's Assault the Precinct 13. Sean said this, it's the name of the movie. So that's really all the information that we have going in. The posters are all over the place. I couldn't find the quote unquote the poster. It feels like there's many different versions of posters. Yeah. And I know they do this for countries as well, but it feels like there's like extra, like there's just somewhere it looks like it's just a guy standing there. And that almost looks like it's like a Snake Plissken outline, which I use for the thumbnail. So I don't
shadowed one. That's the one I always remembered at the video store, like red and black with the shadow.
Yeah. I believe that is a, like after the fact poster. I feel like there's one that's like a drawn one that's all weird looking. I feel like that might be the one, but it doesn't matter. I saw the precinct 13. Okay, so they're at the precinct. Okay, here we go. So we know this guy's arrived. Now he gives you the geography. It's like, okay, you've got that open space right there, right? The back you never see because she says it's walled off. You have to come around through the front. So even if you try to go out of the back, so you know that there's your 3 siege points or whatever, right?
Yes.
So, and they use these establishing shots many times in the movie at different points.
Yeah, the precinct is basically Helm's Gate. It's a mountain behind it is what they're emulating, not being able to come in through the back.
Right. So we don't have anybody left. We've got the telephone operator. We've got sort of your desk clerk lady, I guess, secretary. You've got Cheney here. He's one of the guys. You've got one of the sergeants in there which is great. I love that he's loading up guns and putting them in the crates because who does that? That's weird, right? It's okay, John. We forgive you on this one. That's pretty much it. This precinct is dead as dead. Like there's nothing there. The Coke machine's probably empty. It looks like it's closed down. So now we're getting some of the story. It's like, oh yeah, it's closing down. We got a little bit of that on the radio. And he's like, okay, I'll tell you I'll tell the guy that the lieutenant is here. Lieutenant Bishop is here. You meet your players. So again, we're not sure who's going to be important here. So again, people, a normie audience is like, wait, now there's more guys.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hi, I'm Lee. Oh, hi, I'm whatever. It's like, okay, shit. Now we got all these other people to deal with. So it's like, now I got to remember all of them. You're not going to need to remember too many characters. in about 15 minutes, you're not going to need to worry about who's who anymore.
That's the brilliance of it, though, too. But also, you're looking at this going, man, this was a really low-budget movie. There's a lot of people in this low-budget movie. He solves it. He solves it really quickly. Yeah.
He solves it, yeah.
So this is your indication that the cops are not the bad guys. They are simply abandoning the community and abandoning the neighborhood.
Right.
They're moving out. And that's why no one trusts them, because they broke, right? They decided to leave. They're leaving the community, and that's it. And they're leaving them to their own devices. They're too difficult for them to police. So they're like, we're moving it out. We're going to move to this other location, and that's it. And that's why no one trusts them, and you'll see that more later on when the cops do come for them, but we won't get into that. But like, this is really the reason. It's not the individuals, people, because you can see here Nancy Loomis, she's kind of like, yes, it's over on the other. Like, they're all just the administrators in that. It's really the higher ups who are causing them. And you can see the frustration even with the front desk clerk. It's like, yeah, you're here. We're just going through the motions.
Yep.
Yeah. We're moving. We're getting the hell out of here because we can't do this.
Every time you see cops, you usually see them in groups, and every group of cops has one good one and one bad one. Yeah. Because Cheney here obviously doesn't care that much. Later, as you were alluding to, the two cops who are searching for we got a war going on. We can't find the damn thing. Yeah. One of them's pretty like, we don't need to check there. Let's just just check and go. And the other guy's like, no. So that guy's the more like
dedicated cop.
Dedicated.
One is disbelieving you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. One just doesn't care. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why are we bothering? Like if we can't find something, nothing's going on.
Right. Yeah. That's a good way to say that. Okay. All right. So here's, we get a little bit of Bishop, very, very little bit of background knowledge on these characters. He's like, my father sent me, and I love this story. I absolutely love it so much. He's like, black coffee. And she's like, he's like, a coffee. Yes, I'm black. Oh yeah. Over 30 years. That was funny. Good. That was a great line. But then he sits down and they talk. He's like, my father sent me in here when I was a boy, and I carved something into the desk, and I was scared that the guy would see it and come after me. She's like, what did you carve in the desk? And she's like, pretty advanced for a kid. And you never see what he carved. And he's like, why did your father send you in here? For using foul language in the presence of my mother.
Yeah.
That shows that his upbringing is great, because it was probably strict, right? He has a lot of faith, so clearly it's some sort of, probably Catholic or whatever, right?
Probably, yeah.
So he's a good, dedicated, honest person, great upbringing, lived in a decent home. He's from the outside coming here. He's going to be the hero just based on the way he's been communicating, which is very smiling and happy and good afternoon, or, good evening, everybody. Mm-hmm. Very polite. He's going to be the good guy. It's very obvious. This is the only character for sure right now. What time is it? 20 minutes in. And we've got him established.
He's Alex Murphy.
He's the only person who's nice to Napoleon all the way through.
Yes.
Yeah. Responds to him. He doesn't ignore him or treat him like a piece of shit. He speaks to him like a human being from the start.
And when you think about when this movie was made and the political kind of like strife in the States, Bishop would have been marginalized when he was a kid, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So he's all about giving everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And so don't judge me by who I am. And when you think about it, he's marginalized, and he's the only, if I'm not mistaken, the only black cop in the movie.
Yeah.
So he decides to go with what would be the construct of law to create order that he may not have had. He may have only had it in his home. He may not have had it outside of his home. So he's trying to rebuild society, or at least contribute to it kind of maintaining some sort of structure. But everyone else has given up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, good point. I want to say hello to Skeptic, buddy. How's it going,
What's
man?
up,
It's been a long time. We're doing Transformers next weekend, buddy. You get your ass to Mars next weekend. We're doing Transformers. Hey guys, hope everyone's well. Yes, your schedule has been all night person, so it's usually sleepy to watch. Okay, well, wake up. This is Assault on Precinct 13. We can't have any.
You don't have
can't
to
have any bullshit.
You can watch it tomorrow. You know, it's on YouTube, man. You know,
Yeah, but live it's always better live. Trust me.
let's sit here like talking about Bishop on this. I just realized this is basically how Alex Murphy walks into the Detroit precinct and RoboCop.
Yep.
You know, he's very, happy, friendly, talking to everyone, and they treat him the exact same way he's being treated in this one right here. Yeah, so it works out really good. My whole thing, I know it's probably going to come up in a little bit. Doesn't he say something like why he's even on this actual detail, but they don't tell you exactly why he's on this detail?
No, we don't.
They're like, someone just wanted to give you something special for your first night out, right? That was it. And he's like, that got around fast.
It's that got around fast thing. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? Like, what am I missing here? But again, we're never going to find out in this movie.
So Steven mentioned Lee earlier. Kazar. Oh, Kazar's awesome. Yeah, a movie. Oh, that would have sucked ass. I don't even need to see it. Okay, let's talk about Lee, and we can talk a little bit about. I hate using these buzzwords that people use now because they use them in a way that is just stupid, but I'm using them in a way that's genuine, which is, kick-ass, strong female, and strong because she is female. She's dressed up nicely. She has her hair all nice. Napoleon will find her attractive when you meet her. As you see her character and her like nobility, her like strength of mind, her ability to take a shot and not flinch over it. Not even blink.
She blinked.
Doesn't even blink. She embodies everything that like a female character that is awesome should. To me, I think of Valeria from Conan. I think of whoever you want. Your Sigourney Weaver.
I got Sigourney Weaver. If anything, she plays it more Terminator-ish.
Oh yeah,
than she does anything else. I went. That's how she chose to play it.
Right.
And from what I read, she wasn't happy with it, but John Carpenter's like, no, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But she feels very cold, but you like her. It's a weird dynamic with how she's playing her role in this, because you're like waiting for her to just be like this bitch, that you're gonna hate her by the end of this, and you don't. But she keeps that same persona all the way through this movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carpenter's always done that though. Like he always makes like his female characters have always been like likable for the most part.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Adrienne Barbeau and
oh yeah, she's awesome.
like that. Yeah. Yep.
He's always been good at writing female characters.
Yeah, and Leah's awesome. Hey, Angry Gamer, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on. Leah's just, I just love her. She's the best. She's amazing. Immediately, it's like, hello, Lieutenant, I'm Lee. Like, very, very nice voice, calming. Like, she's not being. Again, Napoleon, she's cool with him. Bishop, when he asks for a smoke, we'll get it. Let's get to that. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, I'll get to that. Let me. Okay, so he gets the coffee. Thanks for the coffee. Very polite. Goes to see. So here's your guy talking. Now this is the setting up of the neighborhood. We've had every 15 minutes we've had a crime committed. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, so clearly it's going to be a shitty time. He's going to go over to the new precinct on Ellendale. He's like, you can hold the fort down here. So here's where we're getting it's your first night out. Yeah. We don't, you got this shitty ass assignment. This town sucks. Right. Lee mentioned it in her dialogue with Bishop just a minute ago, where she's like, oh, this town is really bad. Obviously, someone was able to get you out of this town before it corrupted you, because she sees that Bishop has not been corrupted or he hasn't lost his soul, and he says, no one took me out of Anderson. I walked out, which to say, again, he's a self-made man. Yeah. Right. Just think about this. If we just take a pause for just 1 second, 22 minutes in, and we already have so much established. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to have almost everything established. But movies today are so long, 2 hours plus, 2.5 hours plus. 2 hours and about 15 minutes is average movie length now, right? So we hit 2.5 many times. And in 2.5, we're not even getting close to everything being established here, except in this movie, you got to pay attention. to dialogue. There's no random dialogue. There's no random scene that goes on too long. Once the scene's purpose has been established or the dialogue has been established, we cut to the next available thing. It's like learn about Bishop, learn about Lee, next shot. Okay, Bishop, come in the office. Boom. They could have continued talking, right? Because he's still drinking his coffee. Oh, what else is new? What about you, Lee? What have you been up? What do you do here? We don't even know their we don't even know what they do in the thing, because it doesn't matter what they do. It's not going to matter in the story. Everything in this movie is just for the story and enough to know the characters. We don't need to know every detail. No keys. Yeah, anyway, so 22 minutes in, right? A lot has already happened. It doesn't seem like a lot has happened. I think when I've showed this to people, I've always told them, I said, you're going to have to give it half an hour, and you're just going to, until once the girl gets shot, you're stuck in this movie. You're hooked. You're like, oh shit. Okay. What's going to happen? Up until then, I can see people being like, well, John Carpenter himself said, I would have cut it a little bit quicker, but I'm not bored at all in this movie. I think it's awesome.
No, it does take multiple watches. I would say, like, a very first time, you're probably like, oh, what do I feel about that? But the more you watch it, obviously it gets better and better.
Yeah. You know what, Charlie, I think I might agree with you on that one, because see, yeah, I know I've shown other people and they're kind of like, yeah, it was pretty good. It's like one of those, like it's a grower. Like we use that, it's like, it's a grower. You got to watch it a few times, but not me. I loved it instantaneously. And the 12 or 13-year-old kid, whatever old he was, who he didn't recommend it to me. He just, saw it because I knew about it. He loved it. So it's like, but I had also shown them so many of these kinds of movies that they were used to it. Like,
right.
The slow pacing was used to it. It's a slow pacing, but everything, you can't cut anything. Now look at this. This is scary. Sorry, Owen, go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's slow. I think it's just tense from the start. Like, it seems like this, and like this is just a grown-ups movie. That's the thing. It's like, but just it seems like this. Like, this is a disturbing scene because he's just randomly pointing at people, and he's just going to randomly kill somebody just for the hell of it, and there's no reason. So, like, I am never bored of this because there's just this constant underlying tension. What are these people going to do? And it's building up the gang members, particularly the way they're driving back and forth.
Yeah,
it's intimidating just by driving past, and the ice cream guys were like, "Oh, wait a minute, something's going on here." So, no, I don't think it's slow.
Yeah, it's not slow for me either. I mean, like, I don't know, but Sean and I knew a guy. I won't say the name. This is back in our Rogers days, where it came up to us like, man, I just watched Star Wars 77. Man, that was slow and boring. Nothing happened. And we and Sean were like, we actually did like one of those fake movie double takes where people like, you're like, where people go like, oh, whoa, and it's like a fake. You're like, oh, that's just like a fake movie. We did a real one. We're like, what? Huh? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, that was super boring. I was like, but it's shooting immediately. Like, it starts off with shooting. We're like, what is that? I think, Sean, maybe you don't think. I think that's where I first realized that pop culture and humanity is effed. It's like,
we were encountering a new generation. That was the first time that happened with me, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
What is going on? Oh my god. Anyways, this is crazy. What a cheap and effective way to create tension. All he did was put a little crosshairs, and now they just move the camera around. You're like, holy shit, are they going to shoot this woman? She's doing nothing. She's clearly just getting her groceries or whatever. Completely random. They don't care. They're not, I guess they're equal opportunity because man, woman, race, whatever, they're going to just kill anybody. They don't care. So this is crazy. Like, and then what saves that woman, I think, is the sound of the ice cream truck. Mm-hmm. And to do that, because ice cream truck is still an innocent thing, right? Like, kids come and get ice cream. They're happy. It's like, let's destroy something that has some purity to it. Like, and that's their thinking. What pieces of crap.
And don't you think it's ironic that the ice cream truck saves the old woman, but causes the young girl to die?
Yeah. Oh man, Steve, good call. Yes. Oh shit, that's a good one. Yeah. Damn.
Well, also he's off, but he never turned music off.
Yes.
Threw everyone to it. So there's the zombie take of making noise,
Yes.
drawing them to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, I never thought. I've seen this movie 4 trillion times. I never thought of either of those 2 comments. Good job. This is why we do
Circle of Iron.
That was the epiphany on the movie Circle of Iron, where we sat there and we dissected the crap out of it, and then all of us were like, "Man, Circle of Iron, that was awesome." It's like, what the hell happened? That was a damn good movie. Now I knew it was a good movie. That's why I recommended it. But we picked pretty good ones for this segment to die. Yeah, that's 2 great points. Never thought of that. Okay, so here we go. We're approaching the time. This is it now. Oh, no. Sorry, there's a segue. So this guy is sick as hell. So again, zombie reference, plague, sick, spreading of the disease, whatever. Wells is great here. He's pretty. I don't think I would have sat next to this guy.
I would ask him to move. You just look at his face like, Jesus fucking Christ.
No mask back then. So.
I don't know.
No mask.
It's funny how you think that though. The guy's coughing, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just jump off the bus." I'll be like, "No."
Owen forgot he was chained, and he falls flat.
What do I hear? How about this?
I mean, what does that say about me?
I don't know. What does it say?
It says you can shit in my mouth.
It's like, yeah, what is happening? Oh my god, I know. It's like, get this guy out of here. Yeah, 6 feet, eh? Like, get out of here.
But we don't need to know. Like, they keep playing off like, oh, it was a cold. He'll be fine. Now we know it's worse. But all it is just a tool to get the bus to stop there.
Stop. Yeah.
That's all
Exactly.
that guy's job is in this movie.
Yeah, because he's sick, he could be infectious, and because he's infectious, they have to stop the bus. And because they need to stop the bus, they need a location to drop them off. And what's the closest precinct? I can't imagine what the closest precinct would be.
I don't know. Not the one we're watching right now, obviously.
Obviously not that one.
3/4.
All right, so here's Stalker or whatever. Stalker, what is this? Striker, yeah. It's Starker.
Yeah,
So
Striker.
Yeah, they dragged old Starker away. Too bad. I promised to tell him something. So he comes. He goes, you're not crazy. You're not, you're not a psychopath. He's like, oh, but I am an asshole though. You can't take everything away from me. Great line. He asked him for a smoke. Yeah, he's like, you already asked me. He's like, I never got a definite answer. I don't smoke. That's a definite answer. You're either curious about me or you want to give me some shit. So Napoleon, wow, this is all coming out. So even Napoleon is aware of the 2 cop ratio. You either are curious because you want to know, or you want to give me some shit because you're a cop and you want to, think you're better or whatever.
Yeah.
Curious then. How did you come to be named Napoleon Wilson? I'll tell you sometime the moment I'm dying. Obviously, we're not going to see that.
We never find out.
Never find out why he's called Napoleon. And we never should. No prequels, please, or whatever.
Yeah, that's dumb. Thankfully, they don't do anything like that in the remake either. They actually change the names up a little bit, and it's just mostly like, I want to say like the chief of the precinct was named Napoleon. It's just say the name in it, and that was all they did. Yeah,
Bishop was actually Lawrence Fishburne, who was the inmate or whatever, right?
Right.
In John Carpenter's own remake, which was Ghosts of Mars, his sci-fi take on it, it was Desolation Williams.
Instead of
Napoleon Wilson.
That's a handle.
Yeah, so that was Ice Cube. Yeah,
Ice
who played
Cube.
Desolation.
I got my 4K coming from Shout Factory.
Yeah,
I got
that.
it.
I've got that. I've got the soundtrack to that as well, and the soundtrack to this. I love these movies. Oh, I never showed you guys, so I want to show you. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, I forgot. I just looked at it now. I gotta show you. So I do have this.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That's cool.
So you're pretty fancy, Jason, and then Austin Stoker. So I got this. I was so happy to get this because I love Bishop. I actually started writing a script for Bishop, calling the movie Bishop, continuing with Bishop's story, but like just him doing another thing.
Right.
No Napoleon. Like Napoleon would be mentioned or whatever. But I wouldn't have him get killed. I would be like, oh, he's still sitting in prison or something or whatever, right? But yeah, so this was from the during the pandemic where they were doing virtual conventions.
Yeah.
So you couldn't meet the person, but you could get them to personally autograph something for you, and they would send you a certificate. I don't need it. I mean, I've done a few of these. So they had Austin doing these, and I thought he's never going to come here. So I got it to personalize, and you could write what you want, like you would type in what you want him to say. So I was like, you got to say you're pretty fancy, because that's his big line at the end or whatever. I have moments. Okay. A preacher, a bishop. No, but that's interesting. A preacher came to see me and said, son, something about you got something to do with death. It's like, being real young, I believed him. Turns out he was right. He's like, that's no answer. He's like, I was like, why'd you kill those men? He just gives us, he goes, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good answer.
He answers with non-answers. That's
right.
The brilliance of it. It just keeps everybody guessing.
Okay, so anyways, what was really a fun little thing that I always notice is when Starker sits down and he offers Napoleon a piece of gum out of courtesy, and Napoleon's just looking at like, what are you effing kidding me? I'm like, I want to smoke. I don't want to gum. I just thought that was really fun. It was just a fun little incidental. What's the closest precinct? I don't know. Let's see. All right, here we go, boys.
Now this shows you that he is not from this neighborhood, because why would he leave his daughter alone?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he's part of this. And by the way, I was going to say, when he was driving, he drives weird. Like, he drives like the stereotypical scared white guy. He's like,
like he's punched over that steering wheel.
No one drives like that. Like, I always thought that was weird when I saw him drive. I'm like, no one drives like that. I thought, and this showed me right off the bat, like, this guy's nervous. He doesn't know what he's doing. And now, like, he's left his child to go get shot by a freaking gang member. By the way, I was also going to mention, that's Kim Richards. We already said that. Kyle Richards' sister. Kyle Richards, of course, Lindsay from Halloween.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, awesome.
Looks like Pippi Longstocking's about to have real bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the thing is, they had to make her as cute as possible for the dramatic impact, right?
Yeah.
The father is lost. He's come to visit before. It implies that he's been to visit before, but he's completely lost. He can't ever seem to find that road, and there's always that thing's like, where's that street? So he's driving and he's kind of looking, and it's like can't find it. Doesn't trust anybody. She mentions, why don't we ask the police officer? He's like, no, I don't trust them, because he's aware of the 50-50 rule, I guess. So anyways, he stops, and he's almost like kind of half paying attention, half not. Like, he's thinking, oh, I'm just going to get these notes and go get your ice cream. Because he knows the neighborhood is bad. A lot of the dialogue is suggesting, he's like, I want, you got to convince your aunt to leave this place and come live with us. Let's get her out of here. So he knows, but I think he sees the truck is right there.
No one's out. Like, there's no one around. So he's...
They know better.
It would put me at ease. You're like, oh shit, nobody's around. There's an ice cream truck. Go get your ice cream. Whatever.
He's also upper class because it's actually his nanny, the nanny he's trying to get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So he's upper class, right? Because he can afford a nanny.
Right. All right. So, anyways, all right, here we go. The guy's gonna pop up. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, this is a good freeze frame. Because I don't want to play. I played 1 second of Brave Star, whatever, and I got copy. I'm like, really? It was just one. So I'm not playing anything. I'm just doing still shots.
Right.
So our we'll call him Romero. Romero gets him. And he's gonna puts the gun in his mouth, and this guy's now he didn't get a chance to grab his gun underneath he's got a small gun underneath. Couldn't get it in time, so now they're threatening him. Of course, they don't want money, and this is the Terminator. Can't be bargained with, can't be reasoned with. It will not stop, right? Okay, so we know. Okay, so here, there it is, right there. There's the tail end of it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be able to get it. I don't think. Let me see.
Well, there's our laying there, but it's
you best not show that anyway, because then you get cancelled or whatever.
That's good enough.
Okay, that's good enough.
You get the idea. Yeah,
it's shocking. I'm sure you can find it out there. It's shocking.
Yeah.
And I remember watching this thinking, holy hell, Did she just get smoked or what? There, what the hell? I'm like, she just got smoked pretty bad.
Oh,
and
but
she
we're not
just
supposed
dropped.
to kill kids in movies or anything. How dare we kill kids? We were killing kids in the 70s. All right, which is totally fine.
I mean, and that guy walks off like he's more concerned about the potential wedgie from his tight jeans than he was about about that girl. Like he super walked off with the big butt jeans. I'm like, relax.
He dropped a load in his pants, man. But it's that anarchy end of it, man. It's just that I just felt like killing you today. You know, that's all these guys are even doing right now.
Yeah, you could really, you know, be like you were talking, Charlie, when you were talking to your dad, giving you the sort of the blank tape and getting you to tape all that stuff. This would be an absolutely great pairing. You throw in like Warriors, like do like a theme night. You do like a Warriors. You do.
I was thinking that actually. I was going to say that. What if this took place in the same universe as the Warriors, and this is just like another gang? It could easily, you know, because
this is like the lead up to Warriors. Like this is where it started. Then they've broken into sects. But
it's similar though, because like I was saying earlier, actually I said it in my head, but I didn't say it. But
that's it.
Walter Hill makes similar movies like this where he just thrusts the protagonist into something without giving them much of a backstory or anything. Like you watch Driver or whatever, he's just a driver. You know, you don't really find out too much about them, and that's sort of similar to this. It's just that kind of era of filmmaking where, you know, it's left to your imagination.
Less is more.
Yes,
that works really well for this kind of stuff.
All right, and we're about to trigger Act 2 in a couple of minutes. Before we continue with Act 2 of this movie, I just want to tell everybody that if you're watching this on a replay, thank you for watching it. Thank you for being here live. If you're watching live, we're streaming this through several platforms right now. Every one of us on here has a channel or a website. The links to all of our stuff here on the panel is in all my videos, but I've also put them in the chat for your convenience if you happen to be watching. So make sure that you're please subscribe to Sean. Stephen has a website which he publishes. He's published many books. So his website is there. Charlie has a podcast and YouTube channel, so you can find Charlie's information on the links there. Steve as well from Comics Asylum, and Owen from the Action Elite. So these are my streaming friends that we all work together, and of course my channel. So if you happen to be watching on someone else's channel, please subscribe to me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm your host for tonight, and we do this every Sunday. So hopefully you guys can join us for other episodes as well. Okay, let us continue on. So we're about to trigger Act 2 would be him entering the police station. Your actual.
It's like right around there, or even when the bullets first barrage onto the precinct.
So Cheney, how about Cheney's death? I think him walking in is the catalyst.
Walking in because they're introduced to the problem.
They were introduced. Yes, Sean. Yeah. So Sean, we're Sean and I are getting and Steve too. We're putting on the big film school hats or whatever. Like, well, technically, it's this. It's like whatever.
Just look at the timestamp. Whatever the one is perfectly in center. That's
On a frivolous note, I do want the Ice Cream Man shirt. I think that's really awesome. It's a color shirt with like different colored ice creams on it. Awesome.
Oh my God, Sean, this is actually disturbing. I actually thought that. I was watching this.
I looked it up just now.
I was watching this. I thought, man, that's this shirt. This is a good shirt. You know, I like it. You know when you've seen something too many times, you start to like think of weird things. Like the first few times you watch a movie, you're into it. And you're like, I gotta watch that again. And I've seen this like probably like 30, 40 times. So you watch it again and you're like, that guy's shirt, that's a weird shirt. I wonder if that shirt's available. I literally was thinking that, but I did that on Hollywood as well. I was like, I got to get a Champion shirt. I got to get that yellow Hawaiian shirt that Cliff Booth wears and stuff. Yeah. Those are all available. So yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's DED dead. Oh, there you go. That's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
There's
peace. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's like, there's a gun.
Yeah. And again, Steve mentioned this, like if he had a modern cell phone, he would have just wazed his way or whatever to find the nanny's house. He wouldn't have had to stop and do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then we wouldn't have had this awesome part. Now there's a deleted scene where he puts on a red headband, and goes, no, I'm no, that didn't happen. I'm just joking.
So he doesn't trust the cops. He doesn't go for the cops. He's just a civilian. He doesn't trust the cops. He is going to be the vigilante. He's going to be, Charles Bronson and go after them, which is insane. Right.
Now, were any of you completely appalled by the idea that this chocolate bar was out? Give me a break. I was like, dude, what kind of ice cream man are you? What are you trying to pull here?
He couldn't even get her the right ice cream, man. Yeah. Of course he's out of stuff, man.
I hate when they're out of Super Kid, which is the rainbow one.
Look, if I can't get my cross-eyed Ninja Turtle one, man, I'm pissed. That's all there is to
it. You know what? Hold on, Sean. You know what? Them always being out of that got me off of that.
I know.
Because then I was like, you know what?
Always out.
Yeah, you know what? They were always out. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with this anymore. I'll just take whatever. It's like you're right. That's appalling. Look at a push-up. I don't know what this is.
Look, living in rural Virginia like I do, this ice cream truck concept just blows me away because it'd be melted by the time you got to the next house. Not that many people locally. We get what we called the Schwann's man who would bring frozen food to your house, but an ice cream man, that's just straight out. I don't understand this Hollywood concept of an ice cream man.
You know what's really disappointing? When you hear the ice cream truck and then you scramble to get money. Yeah, because they're trying to, and you're scrambling. I got to find some change, whatever. And you find it, and you run down, and they're driving off as you come down. I was like, no,
that has to be the worst. Don't you cut through like the neighbor's yard? Aren't they going down to the next street?
I couldn't make it, man. I was so disappointed. I was like, and I was like, fine, I'm buying Haagen-Dazs for like 17 times the price. I don't care. Anyways, okay, so there's the precinct getting the sun's coming down here. All right, here's the bus of the so here's Starker, and he's like, oh, can't we use your holding tanks? They all died because of him. Yeah. Bishop gave him the out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, Bishop's like, you know what, go to the new precinct. And he's like, listen, can't we just put him here for a little bit? We could be infected. And he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure. Come on in. You guys might be infected. That totally makes a ton of sense.
How about, where's my this is what where's the good here? This is what Bishop should have told him.
You want some advice? Take your fancy clothes and your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
Go back to Disneyland.
He should have told Starker that. It's like, get out of here. No, I don't want you here. I don't want you here. All right. So they bring him in. All right, so they put him in these. Now, here's where a little bit of the geography started. Even now, I've seen this many times. These holding tanks are very close to the exit of the back, which I always thought was weird. I think that there's supposed to be another section that we're not seeing. And just because of time constraints, budget constraints, location, whatever, we couldn't see the full thing. Because it feels like that door is right outside. And you're like,
well, I think it's aptly named. That is the holding tanks. That's not the jail cells.
Right.
The building's way bigger than what we are shown in the movie. And he does say, hey, the only thing left basically accessible are the holding tanks when he gets left there. So I think this is like the intake.
Right.
Bring them in. They chuck them in here. Because if you pay attention, there's not a toilet in there. There's not
anything. There's nothing.
So this is literally the holding tanks, which would be we bring them in through that back door, stick them in there, process them, then move them up into the jail cells.
Jail cell, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does. They do make that. They do say that. So it's all good. It's just that I'm not.
Jail.
Yeah, I've never like really been inside, so I don't really know how it works or whatever. So it's like okay, I that's what I thought too. It's like they bring them in here. It's like this is just get them in there and hold them. We got to figure out where they're going to go, process them. Some might just go home. Some may do bail right there if they have money or whatever. They make their phone calls. So it's just the holding tanks. That's
like a drunk tank, just something, where they're bringing them in to sleep it off, what have you.
Yeah.
So pretty simple.
So again, more geography. Setting that up, that's where they are. He's like, that's Napoleon Wilson. He's like, no kidding. Now here's where Napoleon asks us for a smoke, and this is the only person so far up to this movie. We're about 36 minutes in. only character so far in the movie that has acknowledged Napoleon and said, no, sorry. He says sorry to him. I don't.
Yeah.
He's polite. He's immediately polite to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. That is a great. Oh, there's Lee. We're not gonna. Oh yeah. No, we're not gonna get her. We're not gonna. Yeah. Okay. So that's her walking in.
She looks topless. Yeah. Oh, there, bro.
Say that again, Charlie. What?
I said she looks topless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How good is your pause game there, J-Man?
Where's my why? Oh my! I was gonna.
Okay.
That's a new one. I was looking for some GG ones. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is you. Okay. You do have some moves for a man in leg irons. So they share a glance. It's going to be hard to pause. Yeah. Again, I can't pause it.
The sexual tension between the two of them are immediate.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Yeah.
Boom. There it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So Wells acknowledges the moves of Napoleon. Here we go. This is a hard cut. Most of them have been pretty transitional. This is a hard cut. Time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's now dark. Yeah. The father has been chasing. We don't even get the father's name, right? Is his name in the credits?
No. It's like Mr. and that last name. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think his name is there. I'm trying to see. It just, and for the bus driver, it just says like, black warlord, Asian. They don't say Asian war, whatever. They just basically their race and then warlord after. So none of these guys have names.
Nope.
Okay, hard cut. We're in an action. We're in a chase scene.
Yeah.
Small one with a shootout.
Mm-hmm.
But the father does shoot Romero, who we're calling Romero. Yep. So he actually does kill the guy that killed his daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is good.
That's cool. He got his, it's not cool that his daughter's dead, but he did get his revenge.
He's such a great actor, though, because you just look at that freeze frame there. He just looks genuinely bereft and distraught there. Just someone who's been edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good. Yeah. From this point on, this character almost disappears from the film.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Say another word.
He doesn't say anything else.
It whispers.
He gives a glance at the end of a thank you, sort of, to Bishop and the team.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. This guy's gone. After this, he's pretty much gone.
Yeah, like he's in shock, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's they say that pretty much. Like he's in shock. He's not going to talk when he's laying on the floor there. Like right here, I think is because this guy's like almost like shaking him, trying to get him to say something, and Bishop's like he's in shock.
This is the exact center of the movie. Let's account for a 5-minute end credit sequence. 45 minutes in, 45 minutes left. Absolutely perfect 2-act structure on this one. There's no doubt. It's like, here we go. Now the movie's different. And it's interesting that it's about 40 minutes of setting all of this up to get to this point. Now, Assault on Precinct 13 or Assault on Precinct something, because the numbers are different, actually starts. The phone is cut off. Starker's makes fun of Bishop, which I didn't like. I thought he was a total ass. He goes, "You run this station like chicken night in Turkey," or whatever he says.
Chicken night.
Like
that was a sort of unique insult.
Random.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
that's like in what's the third Day of the Dead, where he's like, "Stop feeding me a bowl of Greek salad." It's like, why is Greek salad being thrown under the bus? Like,
it's actually pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's fine. I like chicken. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so he leaves. Big mistake. The lights just went out.
I must say though, the one thing that I was kind of like, "What are you guys doing?" Everyone's looking through the window.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, and they're being shot at. And they're still looking through the window with the lights.
I was
on.
also
Crazy.
unclear how you lock those doors because there's such a separation between them. It's
Good
like,
call.
what the?
They were like saloon doors. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could put something in between.
Yeah.
And I think when Wells stands there, nobody's even going that way. And there's something we got to talk about the shots, because this is definitely a mistake or an afterthought, but we'll get to that. Okay, so the lights, so they don't actually know what's going on just yet. They're like, okay, the lights are out, what's happening? But remember, the lights and phone are supposed to be going out, but not till the morning. So is this a question of, oh, these people are just being lazy and shut them off, or are they not following the thing? But when Cheney goes out to see what's going on, he gets shot, and here's where, here. So he gets shot right here. He goes to call the station from his car, and he just gets nailed by silencers. And then Bishop goes to investigate that, and boom, you can see the shots. So this is actually pretty good. Like some of the explosions here, like right close to him.
Yeah.
Right.
So now they're ducking, and he's like, okay, I'm trying to see where they are or whatever. And now the assault has begun. They go out, and I mean, everyone dies here.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Like the massacre. It was in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This mirrors the kill box they had at the beginning. This is the inverted kill box.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this schmuck has gone right at Winston. Looks it's like Winston gets shot right away. Sicko here is just dead instantaneous. He doesn't know what happened. There's Charlie.
Charlie takes it.
What'd I do? Oh yeah.
Charles Cipher, got nailed in the back. You'll come back in Halloween. It's fine.
Yeah. I shot him 6 times. He's back.
I shot him 6 times.
6 times.
6 times. It's like, are you sure it wasn't 7? No, dumbass. It doesn't hold more than 6. Oh,
Right.
okay. I don't know. Maybe it was 5. Are you sure it was 6? I don't know. All right. So Napoleon gets the keys here, and then he hands it to, and I love that he drops one, and then Bishop does pick it up.
Yeah. It's almost like an immediate mutual respect between the two of them, whenever you get to this point.
All right. This is a lot of gunfire, a lot of, like, John Carpenter's like, how much can we get in like 3 minutes or whatever? So
Right. I like it though, because, well, I think originally they were even toying with the idea of calling it The Siege. The movie. So making it feel like that. And then, Bishop even says it. It's a siege.
Yeah.
This is what they're doing.
I would have been a better title, to be honest. Yeah.
I mean, if you're, especially since there's no Precinct 13.
Or the assault.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny, when I went to, I remember the first time I got this DVD, it was at Best Buy in London, Ontario. And I went in and I said, I went to him, I said, can you tell me if you got Assault on Precinct 13? And she starts to type in assault, and she put an ASSULT. She's like, no, we don't have it. I'm like, you're not spelling the name correctly.
Or you're going to get a totally different genre of movie with Asshole 13. That you do have to watch the first 12 to understand what's going on in Asphalt.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching Emmanuel 5, and I thought I didn't see the first 4 Emmanuels. So somehow I was still able to enjoy it, but
I'm lost. Yeah,
I got there eventually. The flashbacks helped a lot.
Yeah, that's the one with Monique Gabrielle, and I saw part 6, and then I stopped after that. Daniel Collins is here. How's it going?
What's
Daniel?
up, brother? So I have a question on this one. This was a unique thought process I had watching it again, because I haven't watched as many times as you guys. Is the dad the actual catalyst for what's happening tonight? Or is it more or less he is everyone inside the precinct scapegoat to blame for everything that's happening? Because
I think that
all of these gangs have assembled fairly quickly. They were already planning something big before they killed the daughter, and the dad has been chasing them for quite a while and end up at the precinct.
Don't they mention that earlier on? And they say when all the weapons are stolen, whatever, and they said, yeah, we don't know what they're going to be planning, but it's something bad.
And that may be what was clear.
That's correct when they say that.
But but when you're watching the movie, everyone's in there and they're like, well, I think it's when the girl goes, they want him.
Yeah.
Let's give him to them. And he's like, no, he came here for protection.
Yeah.
But he also got me thinking, like, I think you guys were the target the whole time.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So I think it's the second thing that you said, and then a little bit extra. I think what happened is that they said, we're going to go out and we're going to do something shocking because we're pissed off. Let's kill the ice cream man. The girl was an attack of opportunity. She happened to be there. Mm-hmm. Then when the guy attacked them, they're like, well, F it, we're going to get him. And when he ran into the station, they thought, oh, we can get him and all the cops, and that's why they do for the 6 that were shot, and they put the cholo. See, when she says, why don't we give him to them? And he's like, no, he came in here for help, or he's going to get all the help he can get, right? We can give him. But then Wells says, nobody said anything about the cholo. And then he's like, okay, what does it mean? He goes, they don't care. They were already, I think that they're like, it was just like, oh, it all fell into place.
Yeah. They didn't do a new cholo because the guy killed the white guy.
Right.
They already had the blood with them. They already had the flag, the markings ready to go. They had the weapons. They had the plan. Because the other thing is the cops are giving it up. If nothing else, think about it. What would the gang want? That fucking building. Territory. They can fortify that territory. That building would be now their new gang headquarters. To centralize and really take a stronghold in the neighborhood. But it was just something, because like I said, it's only like maybe the third time I've seen it where I was just like, yeah, I kind of think the dad's, being treated more as a scapegoat, and it was never really his whole fault at all in this thing.
It was convenience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. Then
no, I think so. Yeah, they followed him, and then they're like, "Oh, this is perfect. We can nail him. We can nail the cops. We can nail everybody. There's not that many people in there. We cut the phone lines
because this is happening quickly. I mean, as soon as the dad runs in, the gang members are out there. There's more than just the 4 guys who are now 3.
Right.
So now you have the 20 or so. Again, no cell phones, nothing like that. Now they've taken out the telephone pole. Maybe there hadn't been calls for a while. That telephone pole was already taken out because they said something about it being possibly took out further down.
It is
the block.
And that's why. So that guy did come out to repair it. She says a very quick line. She says, doesn't the phone company automatically know when there's a line down? And they do know when it's a line down. And they sent the telephone repair vehicle and they shot the guy.
Yeah.
And that was genius. It's a quick line by her. And then because Bishop cuts her off, he's like, oh, wait a minute. Because like, okay, we got to focus on what's going on. But she says that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they took the main line down, and they knew.
They took the main, because that guy wouldn't be there to take the precinct phone line down that they talked about, because it would come off of that pole.
Yeah,
he says that. Oh, that pole's still connected. They haven't disconnected that one yet. That must be further down.
Yeah, and then no one can call. That's the other thing. So there are 2 houses. The geography is so important. This is more. The geography is more important in this even than Night of the Living Dead, because Night of the Living Dead, you just need to know they're in one house. It doesn't matter.
Right.
This one, because it's a siege in modern time of the movie. The movie is in modern time. Hey DJ, how's it going, dude? Thank you for coming on. It's modern time. This movie is modern for when it was made, right? Like it's not saying it's the past or what. It's not a period film. It's a time. So they've got to explain shit like that. So they've got the same problems we have now, which is how do you get rid of cell phones? How do you get rid of video cameras? Like it's the same kind of stuff that we would have.
Take it even further. So when Bishop keeps saying the cops will be here in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then the other cops show up and they go, well, we keep getting calls.
Yes.
No one can pinpoint where it is.
That's
because
right.
The only working phone lines are further away.
Yeah.
And all they're hearing are like probably the echoes.
It's pops. Probably just
pops. So like, they cannot pinpoint, because if it was a neighbor 1 block over, they're like, oh, it's this block.
Yeah. Of course,
but I think they were giving them a wider range every time they said the street names. So that's could probably be a square mile.
She says there's only 2 houses at the end. All the houses are boarded up.
Yep.
So and there's 2 at the end. They don't know what's going on. Also, this throws into one of my favorite movies, top 10 is 12 Angry Men, where they say, maybe someone would have heard the scream. And it's like, yeah, but screams are very commonplace. So if they're always hearing, it's a gunshot over there, they're not calling in every time they hear something. It's only that maybe they heard it after the major shootout. There's a couple of major shootouts, right, where they're firing back. So there's the first sort of mini assault, and then there's now they shoot back coming up in a minute here. That's when they start hearing it. But the line being down, the guy's already sent out for that, but he's killed. So we don't know when he's killed. He's killed in between now and
Right.
15 minutes into the rest of the movie. So like he's already dead, or we can assume the phone line guy is coming out now, and then in the next 15, 20 minutes, he'll be dead.
Right.
So those people can't call in anyways. The phone lines aren't, and even when the guy comes, he doesn't repair it. So there's only those two houses on the block who probably are like, I don't want to get involved, or I don't even know what's going on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of setup and forethought in how this is all going down.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a big time geography movie. So now here's the major shootout. There's Lee. They're trying to figure out ammunition. I like this sort of resource management.
Yeah.
We've got 3 or 4 guns. Each gun has whatever ammunition box it has. We have flares. We have those acetylene tanks. We
Flares,
have
no gun, no
flare gun,
no flare gun, but we have flares.
Right. That's cool.
Because it was been again, it's going against the grain, so it would have been way too convenient to go, well, there's a whole box of ammo. Maybe that's his thought process of why, oh, I found these loose shells over here. Let me load them in the shotgun before I box it up.
Yeah.
And put it in there because that's all we have left. It got missed in the shipment that's going out to the other one. And honestly, you don't dwell on it. Basically, you have a finite amount of resources and it works for the story.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so she's not dead yet. I always try to pinpoint where she dies. So it's going to be in this next assault, so to speak. They're trying to get the box of ammunition open. They're talking about how the cars are being moved around, the bodies are being taken away, this kinds of things. All this is being sort of discussed. We'll move it right. So as they're trying to, he goes, now he sees them. They're running around. You can see them back here. If you can see my mouse on the screen, you can see them running around. Now we're seeing the same shots we saw earlier, but actually we're seeing them now more clear with guys there. So now look at all the guys back here. Look, there's a shit ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 just off of this, 16, 18 guys just right there.
Yeah.
Here's your main guys.
This is where we're getting the cholo that they're going to throw down.
Right. So this guy came back. So maybe this guy was the reinforcements guy. He went to go get the reinforcements.
He went to go change his shirt. Got a little bit of blood on it. Got to go change his shirt.
Sweaty.
That's it. But this whole scene, it goes back to what Owen's saying. Like once you get past these 3 guys in the forefront, after this, it's all like the plague. It's all the same, visuals in the back. There's no discernible person at any point during this attack.
You know what this is a perfect analogous scene to? Aliens. So when Bill Paxton's character's like they're everywhere, and they're being descended upon, and the other girls, even the Bill Paxton character.
Game over, man. Game over.
Exactly. And
and she give it to them.
The same thing.
Yeah.
I can see that. Absolutely.
Oh, I mean, it's clearly these movies. See, the reason why we still got good movies after this was that the people who are making these movies were inspired by great filmmakers of the past who made a lot of great Westerns or black and white movies. And then the people watching these movies got inspired, and then they moved on to do great movies. And as the movies and people have less knowledge and get like less excited about film, the worse it gets. And it just gets exponentially worse. Like
just diluted, J-Man.
You're right.
It's totally diluted. Because how many times we sit here right now? This came out in 76. How many references that we've seen that's been done in other movies now
So many.
off of an independent, low budget movie that, to be honest, was actually forgotten about by most people till like the 90s.
Right.
So these guys just knew about, like, hey, you ever see that John Carpenter? Like, he did some really cool things on there. I'm going to make my protagonist in this robot movie be just like Bishop, or like Aliens. I think, let's take a little bit of this fear, this like just this siege attack, and make it feel more real, even though it's aliens in it. It's going to work.
Right. Character Bishop.
Bishop. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn. Good.
That's pretty nailed right there.
That is awesome.
I love how quick they get into this basement too. Like it's no time. You're expecting like them to try to get in here, and then all of a sudden they turn that corner, and the gang members are like right there.
Yeah.
And she just like fucks them all up. I just love how she's just like.
Yep.
Look at that face. That's that Terminator face all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like I like how she measures each one before.
Yeah. I'm so happy you said that, Sean. Because she's like F.
You can see the concentration in the aim. I like that.
She is the friggin' best character, and then Napoleon Wilson absolutely destroys this guy coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pause it on here, but he absolutely destroys. This guy gets his arm like.
Right? Oh, dude, he snaps that fucking arm, dude. It's just crack.
It's a well-known fact that Steven Seagal replayed this moment like many times.
Oh, you don't know that is Steven Seagal. He was a stunt double for Napoleon in this movie.
Yeah. Why don't you break his arm? It's like, oh, Steven, that's a great idea. It is. It definitely is. And then it's like, I'm going to use that
on the Precinct 13. I wrote that. That's
all those crawling around. You can leave me out. Yeah.
Let's put her in charge.
Put her in charge. Yeah. That was a funny scene. She's like, she has survived here alone without any weapons or trains. Oh, we can put her in charge.
Affirmative.
Steven Seagal's decent. That movie was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yes.
And part 2 was even more of a masterpiece than part 1.
And we're getting a 4K of it.
Yeah.
So yes.
Seagal. Oh, you're gonna. Everyone's pretending like they care about the movie, except that cake scene in 4K. That's all they're gonna. That's the first thing they're gonna go to. That's gonna be a chapter. I bet you that'll be a chapter.
Happy birthday, Mr. Seagal. That's the chapter.
That's the chapter. All right, so the guys are coming through. He does manage to break it open, and oh, look at that! That's a great shot,
dude. I love when he just unloads. It's just a
yeah. This is it. Yeah, yeah. That so he just obliterated them right there. So yeah, right there, and he threw it to him, and look at this is so good.
I love it.
Yeah, he literally gets the gun and goes like he just starts immediately shooting them. And then he's got that great action pose face. Like, look at like he's like, yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that theme tune.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so here's the big assault. And they're zombies. They're coming through the window.
Zombies, yeah.
They don't care.
I love when he gets tangled in the blinds just for the visual of when he blows him away with the shotgun. Takes the blinds with him flying backwards. I'm like, that was a choice, and I'm here for it, sir. I love it.
Yeah. This guy gets hit a couple times.
Yeah.
The windows. Well, look at that. That's a great scene.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So now I'm positive you see Wells like there's like an effect there's what Sean was talking about, measuring the shots.
But she's also injured at this point. You can see her arms.
Yeah, so she's been shot. You can see right here.
Doesn't even bother her. She's like, she's fleshing.
And she's the only one wounded.
Yeah.
In the movie, even so there is a part where one of the gang members does get in and is able to get a couple of shots off before he falls. Yeah. Those are the shots that I'm guessing kill the Nancy Loomis.
That's what I'm thinking. But it feels so like the camera pans and she's dead.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like, wait, what did I miss? Like,
where's Julie? Or whatever she says, like Julie, and then it's like she's gone.
But I think it's way more impactful that it just the camera pans and there she is. Not having like this big like dramatic death scene.
Yeah.
Like right here it is. It's just boom, dead.
Well, it shows her fears were justified, right? And she died basically alone. She was unarmed, and basically that was it. She was gone.
Right. But it also plays the opposite way, where everyone else fought for survival and survived, but because she refused to fight with them, she died because of it. So there's a couple different ways you can play with that.
Yep.
I like that, Charlie. She was one of the ones. because even the dad fought back
Yeah.
when he had to. Like
And now
anyone,
he's catatonic, so we're not even worried about him helping. Now it's a protection thing.
yeah,
That the whole thing for these people, and Bishop says it, we have to protect him. That's
Right.
our job now, because that's what we do. We serve and protect, basically. And because she lost sight of what her job is, even though she may have just been the phone girl, or secretary, or whatever, she was so resistant to it. She just wanted to run, which also would have killed her. You know, so either way, her fate was to die, but because she didn't fight it, that's ultimately what caused her to die.
I think Carpenter's message is that you must fight. There is there's no option to
resist.
There are certain times you just have to. Yeah.
Yes.
Now every time I watch this part, I always feel like having a Coke. I can't pick.
Yeah, I
don't know why.
Just drink the Coke and just hide in there.
I bet it's bulletproof.
Hey man, I had to move one of those old school fridges that are built like this. These things are heavy.
Oh yeah,
that's a 2-man job for real.
And then those outlast all of us as well, because like.
In the year like 9,000, it's like, oh, there's that Coke.
You know,
there's a reason they do Nuka-Cola in the Fallout series. It's just that's just going to survive till the end of the apocalypse.
I now have to give that Indiana Jones movie. Was it Crystal Skull?
Yeah, I agree. I think I have to rethink that.
I got to rethink that now.
Yeah, maybe it's fun. Yeah, I think maybe Spielberg was onto it back then, and we didn't believe him.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get the smoke coming up, which is like, oh no, here's where they discuss saying you're serious about keeping me alive. It's like, I want all of us alive.
Yeah, well, Bishop is the optimist and Napoleon is the realist.
Yes.
You know, Bishop keeps saying, oh, they're going to come, they're going to come, they're going to come.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the middle of a city. They're going to, like, 5 minutes, they'll be here. And Napoleon's looking like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah. Right.
Napoleon keeps pointing out, he goes, they drag the bodies away. They park the cars back where they were. You can't tell. I love where he's like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. They kill 5 police officers, 1 secretary. We kill a dozen of them, and that's nothing happened. You know.
Yeah, it adds to his kind of mystery that he picks up on that immediately.
Yeah.
It's not so much like maybe that's what he would have done, but he notices that oh, you're a cop. You're a cop. You're supposed to notice shit, the small details. But when he's the one that has to go, where are the bodies? They moved the cars back exactly where they were.
And you know what? He's probably ex-military, so he's probably back from Nam.
That would be good.
That's an interesting idea.
Probably back from Nam and has been in jungles and in shootouts and in warfare. So he's just back at, he's back at home in terms of like what he's used to. Or what?
Well, he drop a line like "I've been dying since birth" or something like that, or
born out of time and whatnot.
Born out of time and stuff like that. Which that would line out, man, to be in coming from Vietnam and stuff like that. So that's not. Again, I agree with Jay, man. I don't want a prequel, but
right?
When we're breaking it down like this, it's kind of cool to kind of think about that.
Well, Napoleon is a leader, war general, so. Again, Napoleon, it's like tactical and outsmarting your enemies and all that. They didn't have.
So there's probably something definitely to that, just the way subtle.
They just move the headstones. Yeah.
They just move the headstones. Why would you do that? And so they pop up in the pool later.
So okay, so now here's where he finally he helps her. He helps Lee out, and he gets the smoke.
For a movie like this, that's their sex scene. That's how they get to be intimate and make the connection that if the worlds were different, they could have been together.
Oh, yeah.
And they smoke at the end.
That's what I say, the cigarette, don't they?
That's right.
That's like the classic thing of they had sex in the older movies.
Yes.
Anytime they would smoke a cigarette, it was a visual of they had sex.
Yes.
So I could see Carpenter throwing back to that easily right there on that.
Yeah. There's no time to have it.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah. He they touch each other. I mean, he's not even touched a woman.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, days are like women. Each one is so goddamn precious, but they always end up leaving you. And here's one guy that's going to leave him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay. All right. So now we're getting the Cholo, what's going on, he's like, whoa, nobody said anything about the Cholo. And he's like, well, what does it mean? What does it mean? He's great, man. I love his plan, save ass or whatever. That's
Save ass.
Save ass.
I got this
like,
plan.
Rocky and this movie came out about a week apart, so it's a big month for
Tony Burton.
For Tony Burton, yeah.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Drop the stove.
I'd hope she's dropping it, not him. So
now here's the save ass. I got this plan called save ass. Now she does this great speech. It's like where he goes, he's like, they'll cut you down before you get 10 yards or I don't know, whatever he says. And she's like, oh, I'll lean out the window and ask them to say a little prayer for you when they dump you in some vacant lot next to your sick handcuffed friend and the policeman or whatever. And then she's like, his gun's not even loaded. Why did I go through all that? I go through all that. His gun's not even loaded. Now he says he's been clicking off empty shots all night and I didn't even know it, but that is not true because I definitely, the very first time when he said, I thought, what? And then the next time I watch this movie, I try to pay attention, and there's definitely gunfire coming out of his gun. So maybe he just ran out of bullets. And then
I was wondering that, but I was also wondering, like, she's the one that tossed him the gun. So Bishop tossed Napoleon the shotgun, knowing it was loaded, and he trusted him. She would toss him the gun, but not trust him, but it would make him. It's the Tremors thing. Burt.
Tremor. Yeah.
Gun.
Yeah.
It got your ass to run, didn't it? I kind of was thinking that, but I think you're right, J-Man. I think it does fire.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have done the speech had she known originally it was empty.
Right.
So because she's laying it on fucking thick, thinking there's a gun pointed at her, but she could see inside the revolver part. She could have seen that everything was empty in that.
Yeah, and here's where the realization of the gun's not even loaded.
Yeah,
and he's like, "You are good." All right, what are they gonna? Oh man, I'm gonna leave it on this. That is, there you go. He finally got the smoke. I love it. He's like, got a smoke. Whoosh, and it came out of nowhere because where was it on her? This is the Sergio Leone. Nothing exists outside the frame of the movie, and then she brings a cigarette into existence by bringing it into the frame. That is so cool.
Yeah, she doesn't dig around for it, and then when she flicks that lighter, it's like freaking giant flame coming out because it's extra spicy for this scene.
Yep.
But I like this. I really do. And it didn't even put the thought of the cigarette equaling sex until we brought it up, but I was like, that's really freaking cool.
And there's 20 minutes left. I mean, like, this movie is so fast. So okay, so now you've got not exactly the Halloween 5 cops, but
or full with stupid music behind it.
Yeah. I felt like Sean. I was thinking about the Bulk and Skull music.
It's like, how many slide whistles can you put into this scene?
Dude, hated that. I hated it.
How about Che?
That's how you feel.
We're just like, what is happening right now? Okay. So anyways, look at her. We got a war going on here. We can't find the damn thing. I love that line. We can't find it. It's like there's a war. This guy's just like, oh man. So Amos and Andy here. 10-4. He goes, don't you want to check that old precinct? He's like, why? Because that's where the action is, you goof. Like you're supposed to go.
But this also is kind of telling you a story of how bad it is even elsewhere than right here where they are, because all the helicopters are occupied. There is no one to send for backup because, and I think they mentioned it earlier too, like it's going to be a busy night regardless of where they are. So you're learning that even more, they don't give a shit about this area. Like there's just way too much other shit going on that they're concerned about.
So here now they make the plan. That's the good luck. This is good luck. Two cops wishing me luck. So here they do the potatoes. I love it. 1 potato, 2 potatoes to
I have
figure
not
out.
seen this in forever, dude. Like they started doing, I'm like, what happened to rock, paper, scissors? Was that not a big thing?
No.
1 potato, 2 potato?
Yeah.
They dropped an F-bomb in the rhyme, and I was like, okay, I'm here for this one.
Yeah, so they basically say, so they're like, okay, well, Lee can't do it with one arm. So there's a sewer that if you go through the sewer line, you can come up through a manhole, and that there's a car right there. They can get to that car, hotwire, and get away.
Yeah.
Bishop doesn't know how to hotwire a car. I would not know how to do that either. Lee can't do it with one arm, but notice that her excuse is not that she can't hotwire the car. It's that she can't do it with one arm.
Yes.
It's not mentioned whether she could hotwire the car, but that's an interesting, we could put up the do you think Lee could hotwire the car poll?
Absolutely.
I'll do it. I 100% believe she could.
She was a
do it.
badass as a kid.
Yeah.
And maybe had a military dad or whatever, but she definitely knows how to fire a gun and handle herself. So yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Now-
a good point. She knows how to fire a gun. She may be working for a police,
Yeah.
Right.
that doesn't mean she was anything but administration. So the fact that she can do all that stuff, there's no reason not to believe she couldn't do that.
She even loads the gun like that cool way where she flicks it closed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
she's
cool.
also one-handed. Like if you pay attention, she doesn't use her arm
no.
and her other hand hardly at all in the rest of the movie.
Yeah. She
Well,
does
Wells
keep it
doesn't
straight.
see her as a secretary because when he leaves, she's like, "Oh, 2 cops wishing me luck," blah blah blah. He
Yeah.
doesn't see her as a secretary. He sees her as a cop.
Yeah, that's a good
Wasn't
point.
she the one that noticed that Wells had an empty gun?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So he recognizes the skill.
Yeah.
She's got a lot more depth to her that just
Yeah.
kind of works.
Well, she's been there for 5 years. You got to think she's been in that thing as a woman in that neighborhood. She's had to take care of herself. She's had to, deal with it, and that's why I think she doesn't flinch. It's another indication of the degradation of the community in which they are at.
Right. It also means it gives a good reason why her and Bishop get along so well because they both have a similar, survival thing they have to do in this profession. Yeah.
So I did post a poll. 60% of my voters. This is only on my channel. 60% give this a 5 out of 5. 20% give it a 4, and 20% give it a 3.
That's solid. That sounds about right.
Okay. So here's their plan, and he's like, well, what's the difference between me just running off and this? It's like, well, there's not really much of a difference, right? Like this is basically the save ass plan, but a bit more strategic wise, right?
Yeah, this is we're trusting you. That's really the subtle. Without saying it, that's Napoleon being like, we're trusting you to do the right thing.
Right. Okay, so he's gonna go off into the car. We're almost at the end. He gets to the manhole, gets to the car, thinks he's about to make it. You can see that he didn't make it there, but let me see if I can get a good shot. No, I can't pause. So there's a guy behind the seat. Now, Owen, was this you who we were talking privately about this? Like you look in the back. Oh no, that was for Child's Play. I'm sorry. I thought for
I mentioned that. I can't remember when, but I said that recently that ever since Child's Play 2, I always check the back seat of the car for killer dolls. And I always tell her if I'm just check the back of the car, make sure there's no killer dolls in the back seat. And then, or I will.
or zombie-like gang members.
Yeah.
It's really cool though because you got that moment of like, oh, they're gonna. I don't know if that was me, Sean. What did you do?
Sean, what are you doing?
You broke it.
The zombies are coming in through his window blinds.
Yeah, what the hell's happening?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you get that it's like a horror movie. This is where this movie is like horror movie adjacent, and that guy just raises up like Michael Myers, in that back seat, and he's not a small gun either. It's a long rifle, but boom, just blows out the side of the window. It's awesome.
Michael was in Annie's backseat. Yes, he was.
He's a backseat driver.
John Carpenter likes to kill people from the backseat.
Yeah. John Carpenter. His thing is like always be a driver or whatever. That's okay. So here's their final plan. They kind of concocted this idea that we're going to go into the basement. There's a long, narrow hallway. They can kind of hold them off. That funnels them. This is the 300 Thermopylae battle, funnel them in. So we're going to funnel them in. This is siege tactics. You got no other opportunity, got no other way to go. You can't go up into the open because they could just get surrounded. They can't get out the back. They've already said that the fronts and sides are covered. Let's go down, funnel them in, hold some signs up, some barricades, and then he comes up with the plan, which is the I'm going to put the flares to the tank.
Yeah.
And ignite it. There's the guy there, still alive.
Yeah.
He's still alive. He's good.
I like the little bit where they show him like carrying him around. Like they still remind the audience this is our main purpose. Protect this guy.
Protect this innocent person.
Yeah. Now here's my favorite line, or one of them, or piece of dialogue, let's say, where she's like, none of us know who he is, where he's been, or what he's done. He could be anybody or anything. And I just love it. And it's like that he came in here and they're helping him, and they don't know what he did. Like the audience, the viewers know he's a good person and he lost his daughter, but they don't really know what happened, and they're still doing their job to protect him. And I just love that when it's verbalized that way, like he could be anybody or anything. It's like, that's cool.
The second moment that was getting me thinking, like the people there are fully focused and convinced he's the reason this is happening.
Yeah.
We've seen the beginning of the movie with the cops taking out all of the gang members and find out about the guns, and we're able to put the pieces together, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy did something wrong. They're trying to kill this guy.
Right.
And while that's true, it's not the full reason.
No.
Now, Lee does say, don't forget about the Cholo, because Wells, in response to that, and the bishop says he came running in here, Jesus Christ, 30 minutes ago. And then he's like, all of this over one man. And then she says, don't forget about the Cholo. And that is where it's like, they don't care. So it's not clear even to them. It's like, well, he did come running in here, so they're after him, but we're not sure because the Cholo also was there. So what's that about? They don't know. So it's a mystery. And I love when the characters in the movie are smart, but they obviously don't know as much as the viewers. Like, you can always play it two ways. The characters know what the viewers, there's always like maybe one character who kind of knows what the viewers know, like the smart character, like Randy in Scream. Like he's watched many horror movies, so he knows the father's not the killer.
He's our proxy in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. But in this one, it's like these characters are smart characters and they do what they can, the best that they can do, but they don't have all of the pieces. And we've got all the pieces, but even we're not entirely, we don't have all the backstory of everything, but we at least know this situation. So this entire movie exists in the time that it is. So if this is taking place over whatever, a couple of hours or whatever it is, it's almost real time, sort of like
it's a close depiction of real time.
Yeah.
It's not like days have gone by, but you do get the moments of how long was the dad chasing the gang, because it goes from daylight to nighttime, and then we also keep getting Bishop going. They'll be here in 10 minutes. They'll be here in 20 minutes. They'll be here in 5 minutes, but he's always random every time he talks about when the cops are going to get there. So you feel like there's a time passage, but there's not that much of a time passage when you're actually watching it.
Right. Now there's the two things a man should never run from. One is another man who can't run with you. And then what's the second thing is unsaid.
Unsaid, but said loud.
It's said. Yeah. Awesome. Great moment. And then when she says, so when I first saw this and she's like, I have 2 shots left. Should I save it for the 2 of us? And now this has been said in every movie ever. It's like, oh, you save it for 2 of us. He's like, you save him for the first 2 assholes that come through that vent.
Yep. Try to plug that hole, baby. That's all you got to do.
Oh, it's great. What do I do if there's more coming through? Then you have to wing it.
She's holding that gun like a club.
She is.
Pull the sign down, and she's just like, I'm ready to bash a motherfucker in the face.
I'm gonna pistol whip that person. She's like, and the worst part is we're out of time. He's like, it's an old story with me. I was born out of time.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
the line.
And then he's like, okay, I stand at the end of the hallway, I shoot the flares that ignites the tank and blow the hell out of everybody in this hallway. What's going to keep it from blowing the hell out of us? Well, you hold that sign up for cover. Can you hit it from there? I got 3 shots. That's enough. And then
that should be enough.
That's enough. And then where's I will play the scene because we're not doing this movie again. But then he says,
"Can't argue with a confident man."
I just love it. It's like, all right, That's it. You can't argue with that guy. We'll see how. Okay, so here they come. Now
cops again.
Is
it raining?
Yeah.
It's already starting to rain now.
You hear that? And it's like
Keystone Cops, man.
Yeah. It's not rain. It's like, oh shit, it's the dead telephone repair. But that, again, the details, the dead telephone repairman. We got to see where he is.
I had Trimmer vibes again, just like the guy that got stuck up on the pole.
Yeah.
Just hanging up there. This
He
guy
died
was
of
like
thirst.
just hanging off the damn pole.
He went up there and died of thirst. It's like, God damn. Motorola, get that on there. Unit 10-4 or unit whatever, unit 7 requesting backup, immediate emergency.
That's all they had to say, emergency, and everything just come swooping in.
Mhm.
Just one fucking word caused everybody to drop what they were doing and get there.
How did you come to be named Napoleon? I'll tell you sometime. When will you tell me? Maybe in a minute or two, because he said
like
earlier, when I'm dying, I'll tell you, right? Or for Starker, he said that.
So this is your third kill box of the movie. Now you have, because they got them in, the criminals got the kill box in the beginning, then the gang evened up. So this is the third kill box. This is the third time that there's going to be a slaughter.
Yep.
Yeah, and now we know that they are good guys.
Yeah.
And these guys are for sure bad guys. Like, we
Right.
weren't sure in the very beginning. We're pretty sure now. So John Carpenter did pick a winner. Napoleon is as honorable as you can get, being a criminal. Like, he doesn't run away, as he says. He doesn't run away from the others. Wells wanted to save his own ass.
Yeah.
So again, he wasn't like Lee is a good person, badass. Bishop is a good person. He's a hero, right? Napoleon Wilson is the best of the criminals, right? Like he, the most noble. So the good guys did win in the end.
But also, I like, because we already brought it up and Carpenter said how he did the zombie feel of it. This whole segment is they moved up close to draw even more of them in that hallway so that the explosion would be way more effective.
Yeah.
But it's very zombie-esque.
Yeah.
Brains go this way. The way they're even like, if a couple of those guys had guns, it would have ended everything. But no, they're just beating on the thing, banging on the thing. And then when they draw it in and then, blow them up with the acetylene tank, it worked. But just that flavor of zombie works so well. And that's how you do it. Yeah, but it's how you do an homage without copying, anything like that.
Yeah. I'll point out something because I had this on VHS and I watched it many, many times on VHS. On VHS, these two cops are completely cut out.
Yeah.
It's literally like this and like this.
Oh, because it's not widescreen. So
they're literally cut.
Yeah.
And then when I first got this on DVD widescreen, I was completely stunned when that guy comes, Miss, we have a searcher for you waiting. Miss, right? And then it's like, I'm like, holy crap. That guy wasn't even in the movie. And what's he's completely cut out. So he's like, Mom, I'm in this movie. And it's like, no, you're not, son. I don't see you anywhere. It's like, God damn it, they cut me out. It's like, next you're going to tell me Ernie Hudson was in Ghostbusters. It's like, no, he was in it, I swear. Okay, so anyways, this guy's completely cut out. It's like this. Look at my arrow. It's like this.
Well, he's playing it like he's cut out anyway, because he's just standing there like, well, fuck me, right? Okay, don't get on the stretcher.
No, don't get on the stretcher.
Yeah, walk. I don't give a shit. I don't get paid enough for this crap.
I love when they come to take Napoleon away, and he's like,
I like.
He's like, get away from him. That was awesome.
He pushes that cop disappears into nothingness. He pushes the cop, and then they walk out. And there's no cops anywhere in the hallway.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm leaving.
He's like, fine, I'm done. All right, screw you guys.
Yeah, it'd be a privilege if you walk out with me. I know it would. You're pretty fancy with this thing. I have moments. Oh man, the two of them together are great. That's it. Red font.
So does that start Carpenter's trope of kind of like buddy cop?
Yeah,
throughout his movies.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I can see that. Yeah.
Let's take a look at. We can take a quick look while I'm pulling up his filmography, how does the remake compare? So we'll talk about that in just 1 minute. We're going to end pretty soon. I just want, before we end, to get everyone's quick thing. So Sean and I are going to be back tomorrow night for Earth's Mightiest Mondays. That's every Monday. So we're doing 4 issues of the Avengers. Tuesday, I'm back as a co-host for Tuesday Night Television, where we're talking about Dead Heat. Wednesday, most of this panel returns back for Owen's hosting of True Lies. That'll be Wednesday on the War Room. And Sean and I are going to be back for Fantastic Fridays. And I just effing noticed that I mixed up the 2 top comics in their order, and I'm not going to fix them because I already deleted those images. So that's irritating, but too bad. Because the Dragon Man story takes place before the biker gang story, but that's fine. We'll get through it. So Sean, do you have anything other than that going on your channel specifically?
Not right now, but still have stuff from all the previous weeks, so tune in.
All right, awesome. Steve, anything you want to tell us about really quickly?
Yeah, I'm still reviewing movies on Owen's The Action Elite and the Movie Elite. Still working on my book. So still writing. Just keep an eye on those things and you'll see me. All
right, Charlie, what's going on the podcast?
The main show's taking a break for the next 2 months, so it's B Action Takeover. We're doing nothing but B Action stuff. So this Tuesday is Best of the Best.
Oh,
so we're
nice. That goes under A Action. I don't know where that comes.
Look, B Action don't mean bad, boys. It means bad ass. So that's how that stuff works. Dustin had never seen it, so it's a great conversation we have about it. And then what we're doing is it's a new episode every other week, and then we're playing a guest appearance on other podcasts we had been on. Okay. Because in almost 5 years, I've never taken a break from the podcast. Every Tuesday, we've dropped an episode, and I haven't missed any. And I was like, you know what? 5 years, I need a break. So I'm taking a bit of a break, but we're still doing a few new episodes, just, breathing for a little while. Okay. And I'm still doing this stuff. So now I can, have time to watch more movies.
Awesome. Steve, Comics Asylum, what's going on?
We're putting together the last bit of the graphic novel, and we're getting Atrium translated into Portuguese and French. We have the Jim Starlin interview that's up, and I'm working on a Joe Rubenstein interview as well too.
Awesome. So that's like all good stuff. Owen, I know we've got the War Room this Wednesday. What else is going on?
We've got True Lies, then Maximum Risk next week. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I'm kind of just on autopilot at the moment, so nothing particularly exciting just now.
Well, there's always articles being dropped, so make sure that's every day there's something going on. Okay. So that sort of, pseudo concludes Assault. Let's talk very, very quickly. I don't want to spend more than like a few minutes on this. No. The remake came out. I wasn't excited because I love this movie. I saw the remake, and I unfortunately, I just can't get over the fact that it's a remake. So I walked in, I saw it in the theater. I walked in angry about it. I like all the actors in it a lot. I actually liked all of the actors. I walked in thinking I'm going to not like it. I walked out not liking it. I probably talked myself into not liking it. I probably gave it an unfair chance. But the main issues of removing the gang of zombies and using corrupt cops, I'm like, that's weird. And then Lawrence Fishburne has a connection to the cops where he has information about it.
Yeah, he's an informant.
An informant. So that's weird. And I just didn't understand. This isn't even like, it's not even a remake. They should have just retitled that movie. It is almost nothing to do with this movie at all. Like, it's not a remake at all. So I don't even know why it was called that. I think it was a disservice because we'll hear from the other panel, because my feeling is that most of the other people on this panel thought it was pretty good. And, the only reason that it's not super high up is that it's clearly not this movie. So I don't know. Sean, what are your thoughts on the remake?
I never saw it.
Easy peasy. Right, because you're probably in my position. You're like, well, what the shit is, like, I don't get it. Why is this a movie? Right?
It's very low priority for me. So
right. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Steven. Didn't
watch it. I caught like 2 minutes of it, and I'm like, wait, this is the Assault on Precinct 13 remake? No, I just cut it off.
Wow, that's brutal. Like to the point where we're not even giving it a shot, right?
I have like this is a problem I have with these sort of movies is like this movie is going to be superior. You're not going to give me a different movie that's going to be like, oh, I'd rather watch this than the original Assault on Precinct 13. If it's and I've taken that attitude to a lot of things. If I just want to watch the real thing, I'm not going to bother watching your thing. I'm not going to give you a chance. That way, I'm not going to give you an unfair review because I'm just not going to review it. I'm not going to watch it.
I mean, interesting. We all did watch the Halloween remake, but the thing with with some horror remakes is that the killings are still there, and Michael Myers looks cool. So, like Assault on Precinct 13 for me, because it was character setting, like theme, all of that stuff wasn't in this new movie. That's me checking out. Like, it's not like it's like The Thing where you're like, oh yeah, this more monsters, right? Like, oh hey PBR, thank you so much. Street Gang, yes, you're a Street Gang, and Bjorn, how's it going? You love Sean's channel. Thank you. There you go, Sean. Okay, so Charlie, what were your thoughts?
I like the remake, but the thing is, I'd only seen Assault on Precinct one time early on, so I didn't have a clear memory of what it was. If anything, it made me go back and watch the original and then go, oh, these are two totally different movies. I like it. I think Lawrence Fishburne nails it. Ethan Hawke plays a good role. I like that they're not copying the original. To me, that would be a bigger disservice of being like, no, we can do it better. I don't feel like they're trying to do it better. I think they took a different angle, which we talked about. They took the corrupt cop angle and they built on that more, which made it an interesting story. And now you're like, I don't know who to trust on here. It's not the same movie, but I kind of agree with you that maybe it should have been named something. But then also, what the hell do you name it? And do you lose all the recognition of it being a remake of a John Carpenter film to get those fans to watch it? But that blew up because 3 fans almost didn't watch it, or did,
I did go to see it in the theater, but
he hate fucked it, and he's like, I don't give a shit about it. I actually own it. Yeah. I've watched it. I think I've watched it one more time than this. I think I've seen it 4 times. This one now 3. I kind of want to go watch it again. Just now that this one's fresh again, and I want to go watch the remake one more time. I think it's worth your time.
Yeah. Steve, have you seen the remake?
Nope.
Okay. But that's just due to you just never got around to seeing it, not I'm not going to watch it because you hadn't seen this movie either. So it wasn't a planned, not like the two top boys were like, yeah, F it, I've just got no time for this, right?
Yeah.
And I watched it. I was like, yeah, this movie will suck. And I was like, yeah, it sucks. Thanks. Bye. Okay. So, all right. No worries. Owen, I know Owen saw it for sure.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray, but I've actually only watched it once. I remember enjoying it and thinking, yes, all right. I haven't had any desire to watch it again. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember thinking it had a cool cast and it was relatively entertaining, but it's just something different from the original, which I suppose is a good thing. You don't want it just to be the same movie, so I don't mind that they changed some stuff up and tried to do something different from it, but they maybe shouldn't have bothered. If it ain't broken,
I mean, I think that's ultimately what you take away from it. Didn't need to be done,
right? But no, but what Owen just said there is what it's not that it's like I don't want the same. I don't want it. There's only one Assault on Precinct 13. This is the movie. Make up your own thing. But we want John Carpenter's name, or make up your own name. Yeah, but we want this, or make your own thing up. And then they ended up doing their own thing, but just stole the name, which kind of just pisses me off. Then so then it's just like, well, you just took the name just to get people into the seats. Because your movie's not even the same, right? Like it's like,
well, I mean, you can look at it like that, but and again, I think sometimes though it's a little unfair because it could still be a good movie if you gave it a chance. Which to me, I gave it a chance because I just didn't have the nostalgia of the original or the memory of the original as clear in my head. It, like I said, if anything, it gave me the opinion that I needed to watch the original one more time.
Right,
and I love just like it's different.
My problem is I love the original one too much, and it's a one-off movie. It's not like there's 7 Halloween movies, and now 2 or 3 of them are kind of shitty. So now there's a remake. Okay, whatever. There's 7. There's 8 or 9 Hellraisers, and 3 of them are kind of shitty. Okay, they remade it. Okay, whatever. Like there's only one Assault on Precinct 13,
and it's 30 years removed, wasn't it? Somewhere around there,
right?
Yeah, the OG to the remake. So it's like we talk about Maverick doing shit like that. It's like, wow, we waited so long for fucking Precinct 13 took them 30 years to do something else with it. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not angry at it anymore. I was back then. I'm not angry at it anymore, and I would consider even watching it just to remind myself.
I'd be curious about you guys actually watch. I would love to know. I don't think Steven's gonna. Steven's like he does.
Steve's not gonna do that.
He drew the line in the sand. He said no further.
I have to do this summer, man.
But I'd be curious about some of us watching it, especially Steve, and being like, since he just watched the OG,
Steve would do that
remake and see what you think about it. And
that would be interesting.
I'll
watch it again. Yeah, I'll watch it again. Here soon too. So
we do have a question. So Daniel, I'm not sure. Daniel, you must have missed Owen's Wednesday stream. I think we talked about Badlands for a good amount of time. We're not going to do 15 minutes.
I've talked about it consistently for the past week, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. So so Daniel, check out actionelite.com for the review, but do you want to give Daniel a preview for what you thought it was?
Okay. Yeah. I gave it 2.5 out of 5. Everyone else is like, oh my God, it's the best of the franchise. No, it's not. If you're Gen X and you grew up with the original Predator, then this should be sort of farther down the list because it's a family-friendly Predator movie. There's like a CG animal kind of sidekick, and it's kind of like a buddy cop movie. Some people seem to love it, and it's a fun time. There's plenty of action. The music is cool, even if there's never any Predator music. Like Alan Silvestri's score is never in it, so it's not really Predator. It's still an entertaining action movie. There's no horror elements to it at all. Like it's pretty. Everyone's like it's really gory, and I was like, no, it's not. It's tame. But it's okay. I'd probably rank it about, I don't know, 4th or 5th maybe in the franchise.
I had a buddy of mine message me and he's like, oh, this was amazing. And he's a huge Predator fan. So don't think it was just a newbie watching it. Yeah. And he goes, it's so good. I took my kids to go see it. I'm like, that's not a Predator movie.
Yeah.
You don't have Predator and took my kids to the theater to watch it in the same sentence unless you're a bad parent. Yeah. Okay. That's not how it works. Predator's something we all as kids experienced way too fucking young.
We supposed to.
Yeah, right. We weren't supposed to watch it. But that's how I rank it. PG-13 too. Fuck off. No.
I think so. I watched Outland. I got the 4K of Outland. So maybe we should do. I know we already covered it on our tournament. Maybe we can do it again.
We didn't dig into it like we do here. I think that would be fun to dig into.
Let's put it on the docket then. That'd be for Circle of Iron. I think that might be a good. Anyways, this movie, that movie, the Predator, Predator Part 1, the real Predator movie. I was going to say the real Predator movie. Predator 2, whatever. Rambo, like whatever. First Blood, Rambo 2 for sure. These are what I call real movies. Like I woke up this morning. I was like, Outland. Let's put the 4K on. I watched it and I just felt so good. The movie ended. I was like, man, that's a real movie. There's no stupid shit going on. There's no dumbass. You watch this. I watched this movie at night, and I'm like, I've memorized it. Or if the movie is playing, I could do all of it probably. And I'm like, this is a real movie. There's no dumbass shit going on. There's no stupid comedy. There's no like, hey, we're winking at the camera, we're being silly and goofy. It's like, or we're doing some dumb shit. It's like, here's your heroes, here's your bad guys. They get destroyed at the end. Some people get killed. It's a real movie. It's not just like a macho badass movie. It's just a real movie. Like there's other real movies like 12 Angry Men is a real movie. Inherit the Wind. That's one of Steve's favorites. It's a real movie.
That's the best that we just did. That's a real movie.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's like, and I'm not saying they need to be 10 out of 10 movies. What I'm saying is that it's a movie. Owen mentioned this very early in the stream, which is it is made for adults. So these people think, oh, it's slow. It's not that it's slow. It's made for adults who can think.
Modern movies are made for grown-ups. They're made for kids. Like the thing is with Badlands, and this is the last time I'm going to talk about this movie because I'm talking about it. But I just want to get this off my chest. And I was like it's a fucking Disney movie. It's a Disney movie. It feels like it. Like it could easily have just been like a cartoon or something, I was just like, nah, I know. Like I said, I understand why people enjoy it. Like there is plenty to enjoy, but for me, who grew up, you guys, you're like, I'm sure you'll watch it at some point, and you'll be like, yeah, it was okay, but I'll probably never watch it again.
Right. Yeah, I'm waiting until streaming.
I'll buy it. I bought Prey.
I'll do it with all of them.
Yeah, I buy all the Predators. I like basically the Predator design of the creature is enough to get me at least to it's still a foot in the door. Like I'm like, okay, well, it's Predator. Let me see. It's like RoboCop. I bought the series. I like if it's RoboCop. I know Charlie obviously loves RoboCop.
Yeah. I've got part 3 up there. Okay,
I saw 3 in the theater. I have
Prime directives.
I have Prime directives. Yeah.
The RoboCop series was filmed here, though, wasn't it? Like I remember watching it. I was like, "That's Mississauga."
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's all around. It's like, you'll see my house, and I'll point it out next time. No, but those are all whatever. But RoboCop was a real movie.
Yeah,
like it's like that's a real movie. Total Recall, right? It's like it's a real. It's like there's no like just dumb crap. You could tell. You could if you're sitting there, and if you after you watch, you're like, man, that was pretty awesome. I got Robo Warriors. That was one I just picked up. You're watching it, it's over. You're like, yeah, that was cool, man. Right? Like Nemesis Part 1 for sure. No, the other ones no. But Nemesis Part 1, you watch like, oh, that was awesome. Like, Sword and the Sorcerer, any of these ones that we covered on any of those versus streams that we've done or whatever. It's just real movies. Like, yeah, that was a cool movie. The budget has something to do with it because this movie's low budget, Nemesis is low budget. The budgets don't matter, the effects don't matter. It just means that someone tried to do a cool movie. Like that's it. Not this, oh, I got to make sure to sell these products. And, I better make sure that I have all of these things in it to make sure that it's this open, everyone. Hey guys, anyone can watch Predator Badlands. Like I liked when a lot of people watch Predator 2, like, oh, that was too violent. Oh, I don't know. I didn't like that. That was pretty rough. That was a very rough movie. I'm like, good. You're a loser. Go away. You don't know anything. There needs to be movies. You know why? You know what, Charlie? I thought about this. You know why we like Terrifier? Because it excludes people.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
I was thinking
if you like it, you'll like it. If you don't, you're gonna fucking hate it, and we're okay with that.
And I'm okay with it.
Yes, that's fair. Because I'm sitting here going, who is asking for this type of Predator movie?
Right.
Like, apparently a lot of people, because it's had the biggest opening of all of them. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
But I think it's indicative of the industry, and I know that the way they've changed how films are made now, where you should be able to watch them. This is what we're getting from the studios.
Right.
You should be able to watch them distracted, right?
Yes.
So while you're cooking, while you're vacuuming,
while you're texting,
all that kind of stuff. So you can't watch Assault on Precinct 13 and text. You're going to miss everything.
Yes.
You're right. The other thing to take away from it is the more they can CG it, the cheaper it is for them to do these movies. The less human involvement or, cityscapes that they got to do. It's now all done in a computer. Now it's this less involvement of people being in it.
Yeah, and like I always say this, that in most movies you watch these days, nothing looks like they take place in the real world. It's all color-graded.
Yeah,
everything is kind of gray. I remember Sean mentioned that. Like the View from Vendetta stream and saying how in the late 2000s or whatever, they're just saying films all became ugly. The Zack Snyder effect, basically, where they took the color of it and it's like, why did you do that? So
it's like you watch Assault. We can close it off with this. You're watching Assault. You're like, yeah, man, this is like, oh shit, and it is a horror movie, but like, there's no you're not walking away from like, oh man, like you might walk away thinking, man, that was awesome, but like shit, oh man, that was pretty rough. But
you feel bad,
yeah,
right. There's no annoying person, and there isn't like, oh, we have to make this girl really tough, and there's no obvious crap like Aliens. These are real movies. You watch Alien, you're like, fuck, that was awesome. Like, holy shit, like wow. Yeah. The last one, I will say, Dread 2012. I walked out of the theater. I was like, wow, that was a real movie. And like Sean and Steve have heard me say this before, like, oh, that's a real movie. Oh, that's a real. It's like, well, that was a real movie. Not, and even though I love some of the superhero movies, some of them are just like they're not real movies. Like there's like they were fun or goofy, but like, Alien, Terminator. Like, man, I saw Terminator. Remember when you first saw Terminator? Like you watch, you're like, holy crap! Like that was fucking awesome. Like, oh my god, it's like I gotta watch that again, right? Like, just think like Raiders, like I mean, all these ones like Temple. I would throw Temple in there too. You're like, god damn, that was wicked, right? Like, you're just not. It's just not happening. Even if I like a movie and we walk out, and even if all of us walk out and think that was really cool. Oh, Sisu, that's a real movie.
Sisu's a real one.
The Raid. We're like, oh shit. wow, okay, that's a legit movie. Not even if we like a movie, it's like, oh, Iron Man 2, that was pretty cool. That was kind of fun. Yeah, okay, whatever. Like if it was erased from existence, you're like, oh, well, I guess there's no Iron Man 2 anymore. Like, who cares, right? Like if you erased Terminator, like your life would be worse for that, because you'd be like, wow, I remember watching Terminator and be like, this is the great, like we saw Terminator, we're like, an Escape from New York, RoboCop, like, I don't know, man. It's brutal. That's why
people. Yeah.
That's why I'm hard on these movies. That's why I'm like, you know what? It's 0, 1 out of 10. Look, how is any Badlands can't be 1 out of 10, right? Like, I mean, that's crazy. But it's just like, no, I don't want you to get any props because you're bullshit. That's my problem. I'm just in that phase. Like, I just don't care.
I want to be like Steven and the Assault on Precinct 13 remake. Like, fuck you. I'm not watching this. You guys suck. And I'm never, ever, ever going to give you my attention.
That's right. Yeah.
Be like Steven.
It's exactly right, Charlie. It's exactly what I said.
Where's my okay, we're ending it now. First of all, we'll give him this
message.
So thank you for the message. But like this is Steve's reaction.
What's this bullshit?
That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is a lot of fun going through this movie. I appreciate it. If you're watching this later on, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate everybody in chat. Thank you to the super friends. Hopefully we'll see everybody tomorrow for Avengers. A lot of fun on this stream. It was great. If you're watching this on replay, thank you so much. Make sure you check out everyone's channels. Links are in the description and in chat. That's it. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Hey, friends. You've just been listening to J-Man. And he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.